Welcome, welcome, welcome. Views from the 22 is back in the building. We got the petty mock draft going today. I want y'all to know, look, this energy is something crazy. I'm in the building. We got the no beef, no Lombardi on. You see the shoulders? Yeah, they big like that for real. Let's do this. Hey, man, without further ado, let's introduce the crew that's here tonight. We got my guy Trav. We got my guy Jaquan. We got the first lady Tanya in the building. We'll have more people jumping in and out as we go. Let's just start at the top. Trav, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Take it away, bro.
Man, y'all know what it is. The champ is here. The champ is here, man. 2020, 21 champs. Tampa Bay Buccaneers representing the day. Hey, man, let's get this show going, man. We got a bunch of good listed players that need to be drafted. They need to be put on a team. Jern, let's get this thing going, man. Let's
Hey
go.
man, we got the Steelers contingency in the building. They'll be a part of the show today. First, let's start with my guy Jaquan, man. Jaquan, holla at these folks, let them know what's going on, man.
What's up? What's up, man? Representing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You feel me?
All right. he ain't got much to say.
You see it.
And of
Look, you
course,
see it.
and with that being said, we got the birthday girl. I'm gonna introduce her last. Shouts out to Tanya. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, the
Hello.
first lady in the building. Holla at the folks, man. Let them know what's up.
Hi, y'all. Just let y'all know I accept gifts all month long. Still got a week. It was on the 5th, but I celebrate all month, so you got plenty of time.
So we always soliciting gifts here for Miss Tanya. So I just want y'all to know, I just need 20% of all cash donations. So with that being said,
Fine.
Oh,
we are in the building. We have the mock draft started and everything else like that. I just want everybody to, I mean, look, I want everybody to understand just how crazy this is about to be this year. We got this draft going on. I want everybody to and just enjoy the energy that we're going to be talking about today as we get ready to make the first pick, which we are waiting on Dion to make the first pick of the actual petty mock draft. Um, let's just talk about a couple of things, individual awards, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got some things that we need to discuss about these individual awards. Listen, I don't care if you the defensive player of the year. I don't care if you the MVP. If you don't win the Super Bowl, I really don't care about you at the end of the day. Participation trophies are nice, but I don't like those. Just because you participated and you played on one of the best defenses in the NFL that particular year, that doesn't make you somebody who deserves to get an award for that. That's not what that is for. Defensive player of the year means that you play on a great team. Let's use a basketball reference and let's use a football reference. A great football reference in this situation is really simple. Hey, if we want to talk about this, TJ Watt did not win last year because the Steelers defense was not looked at or ranked or looked at as highly as the said Rams defense. That was supposed to be the proverbial key to being able to slow down all of these great offenses. So at the end of the day, let's make sure we understand that. I'm gonna get everybody in on this. Individual awards don't do it for me. Is there any individual award, Jaquan, that does it for you that validates something for you?
No, not at all. The goal is to always get to the Super Bowl for me.
I, Tanya, what about you?
yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's nice and all. I'll congratulate you and everything, but it's not. It doesn't really hold any weight for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Trav, Trav, we don't like participation trophies here at 94 feet of life and in views from 20. We don't like them here. So I just got to know, as we've been talking about this exclusively, what are some of your thoughts that you have in this situation?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it football because if you talk about basketball, I can talk about that all day. But as far as football goes, we just seen a good participation trophy go to waste in the NFC Championship game.
Oh,
We really
Oh,
did. We really
oh,
did.
okay.
If we want to go there, we can go there. I mean, yes, that MVP trophy, that is all fine and dandy. 47 touchdowns, probably about 5 interceptions. But Who lost?
Ooh.
That same team. So although that MVP trophy is significant for an individual award, it's all about the big trophy at the end. That's the out of all how many teams? 30, 32 teams in the NFL playoffs. They have a team is basically a group of individuals striving to achieve a common goal. Ain't no team gonna go into the season gonna be like, well, we just want to make the playoffs. We just want to make the playoffs, or we just want to be 8-8, or we want to be 79. No, the common goal is to make it to the championship and win. So
Absolutely.
that's it.
You know, one thing that bothers me in talking about football is, as far as the playoff goes, is we play one more game than you. Like, what difference does that make if that one game wasn't the Super Bowl?
Period.
I just wanted to let people know. Look, I don't throw shade. I don't throw trees. I just cover the whole building. So it's just what we gonna do. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna give AKA Lamar Jackson credit because he won an MVP because he was selected 32nd to a team that's already established with his culture that just built around him. Josh Allen has had to get it out the mud. Baker Mayfield has had to get it out the mud. Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen have had to get it out the mud. So I would be a little bit more understanding of those situations. Deshaun Watson has had to get it out the mud. As much as we want to say negative,
a whole lot of mud.
He's still digging through the mud. So I mean, it ain't really like we sitting here having a conversation about something that's not fair in these situations. I don't care about all of the extracurricular stuff off the field. We talking about strictly the player. Pat Mahomes went to a legit situation too. So just so you know, he don't get no credit either. But what did Pat do? He stepped in and he stepped up. Lamar in this situation has played up to par enough for them to win games. Yes, I will give him that credit because that's the credit that is deserved in this situation. But do not put him on this elite tier like he is there because that's not the case. And I put this out there so everybody can understand. Lamar is who he is. It's okay. I don't care about that. Aaron Rodgers is who he is. Hey, that's okay. I don't care about the rest. But what we not going to do is we are not going to sit here and act like a dude is on some type of crazy ascension, and that is not acceptable. Aaron Rodgers, it is what it is. He is the Grinch that stole Lombardis. He has been stealing them Lombardis for about 10 years now. It's been about 10, 11 years now. He's first started in the NFL in about what was that, 2008? He's only won in 1 year. So we're taking a situation in the last 10 years, last 11 years, who has had more talent than Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers around them? Can't say Russell Wilson. Sure as hell can't say Tom Brady. So who is all these players that y'all say are the best? I just want to know how they the best and they don't win. How you gonna be the best and you didn't win? If Mike didn't win, he would never been the best. If Kareem didn't win, they couldn't be the best. If Kobe didn't win, he wouldn't be in the best. But y'all put these players that y'all like and y'all empathize with. Take the emotions out of it and let's focus on the things that matter. Now, with that being said, Dion, you where you at, bro? You signed up for this time?
Per usual.
So with that being said, in a minute, we're going to take Dion's pick, which if views make your pick, it's going to mess up everybody's draft board. So I'm letting y'all know right now, don't let Germ make your pick. Because if I announce your pick, hey,
don't let me make it
everybody in the comments, I want y'all to know I'm here for all the drama. So that means today,
all the smoke.
Mad
all the smoke.
Oh, they're gonna be mad. Wait till the Atlanta Falcons pick. All y'all boards gonna be messed up. Don't worry, all y'all boards. It's coming. So I have something else that I'm gonna introduce real quick here as we getting ready. Let's make sure that we keep those things in consideration as we continue to grow this whole process of understanding the game. Football is a team sport, yes. Individual awards are fine, but the best team is what you want to be at the end of the year. You don't want to be the best team on paper. You want to be the best team cemented in history. That's the reason why that man, wait, just lean back a little bit, show me your shirt. That's the reason why that squad
We
right
see
there,
that shirt here.
that's the reason why that squad right there is enshrined in history. Because they didn't come into the season and say, we want to be the best team in week 1.
Oh yeah, that don't matter.
I want to be the best team in week 21 of the season. Week 21, what week is that? That is the week of the Super Bowl. So Dion, yeah. Hurry up, Dion. Come on, man. You know the time, man. Now, we're gonna have some things that we're gonna talk about throughout the show, of course. Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. Off-season acquisitions. My favorite addition is Shaquille Griffin from the Seattle Seahawks, the cornerback. I think him to go along with Mr. CJ Henderson from Florida, their number 1 pick last year. Clevon Chasen, Josh Allen, the defensive end, to go along with Miles Jack. They got some really nice pieces there defensively that are young that they can really add to going into this year. For Jacksonville, it's really going to be all about the offensive line and the quarterback.
Right.
The offensive line played pretty well last year in some stretches. I think they still could use a left tackle. No, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. There are guys that they may be able to get later in this first round. They can turn around and they can grab a quarterback if they want it now. And they can also grab a left tackle later because we know that they're going to slide a little bit. Or premium beef. That's the name of the game. Let's not be these people who are not grabbing the proper players that we need in this situation. So let's start at the top. Quarterback position. Who are we here to talk about today? We got Zach Wilson, we got Trevor Lawrence, we got Justin Fields, and we got Mac Jones. These are the 4 quarterbacks that I believe will be taken in the first, that are all in play here in the first round, first overall selection. Let's start here at the top.
Repeat that again.
We got
for
Mac
the people in the
Jones,
back.
Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Zach
Don't
Wilson,
do my boy like that.
and also Mr. Justin Fields are all in play for the first overall pick. Yes, Justin Fields is available and is on the clock as well because he is one of those players that people like. Got you. None of your business. I appreciate you for checking in or whatever the case is. The Jag selection is about to be in here in about 2 minutes here. We got 2 minutes on the clock here for Mr. Reed, and then we just going to take over his spot. So everybody, we're going to go around the horn. I'm going to start with you, Tanya. If you're the team, this Jacksonville Jaguar team, and you're debating one of these quarterbacks, what's the first thing that you say you're the most interested in with these guys? Well, who's the most intriguing, and who's the guy that you say does not help this franchise?
I already know who I would pick. I'm picking Zach Wilson. I'm just gonna go and put it out there. I just think he's the more complete quarterback of all 4. And I love my boy. Mac is gonna be my boy no matter where he goes. But I just feel like he's the most complete quarterback. And I feel like that's what Jacksonville needs because they're putting together pieces. So that's somebody that they need, I think. I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I just don't. I don't like Sunshine. I don't, not even because, not because they beat us once or anything like that. But I just don't. I just never was really impressed because I feel like it was more of a situation where they they played teams that weren't really anybody, really. And so, they talk about our schedule. Their schedule was worse than ours. So, but I'm taking Zach. I'm going to take Zach Morris. Zach
Morris is trash. Shouts out
The Zach Morris slander is not going to ride today. Not why Ham's still over here. I ran Zach Morris. So don't mind me. I'm just over here having a bowl of chicken noodles, and like the tag says, I'm just here to help
So, Jaquan, let me ask you a question before we get ready to make this pick for Dion. What will you, if you had to pick a quarterback, what's the one thing that you look for, the most important thing in your opinion?
The most important thing for the quarterback. I have two.
Go ahead. What's your two?
You gotta have leadership for one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta be able to, when it comes down to it, you gotta be able to play in tough situations. Like when it's 2 minutes left in the game, and you gotta be able to make those passes that need to be made to win this game for them. Can you do it? Like, and a lot of quarterbacks can't do it. That's in the NFL today. I'm not with those shade, but I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. My quarterback can. That's all that matters.
I was about to say, I forgot to answer. The thing for me is pocket presence.
I'm not mad at pocket presence because pocket presence is this. I'm gonna give y'all something that's real interesting. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say accuracy is the most important trait for a quarterback. Because I can't teach you how to be accurate. I can't teach you how to put the ball where it needs to be for the receiver to be able to catch the ball. Can't teach you that. Trav, what's the one thing that you covet the most for you? Oh,
wow. Oh, wow.
I'm mad at pocket presence.
The thing about it, the thing about quarterbacks to me is, do they have the intangibles that are they intangibles high on the stuff that you can't teach?
Yes, correct.
That's the thing. I mean, like you say, accuracy, pocket presence, time management, game management. It's a lot of stuff that you can't teach because, oh my God, it's so many quarterbacks that be judged off potential alone. Yeah, they 6'4", 220, and in the pocket, can do this, can do that. But when you have quarterbacks that have that presence, like, man, in these next 2 seconds, I know my guy number 95 for Cleveland Browns, he's gonna be coming. So I need to make they chess moves, mental chess move quarterbacks are what I like.
Okay.
Tom Brady is that.
I mean, you don't win 7
without having chess moves. He's a chess move quarterback. He's always doing stuff ahead. He's always that step ahead. If quarterbacks and over time, that strength of the chess play comes, it heightens up. But at the same time, when you got stuff that's automatically in the game of a quarterback that he's doing naturally, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
First pick is in with the first pick of the 2021 Petty Views from the 22 mock draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select quarterback Zach Wilson, BYU. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell y'all why I just went ahead and picked it. Let me tell you why. The most electrifying quarterback in this draft is Mr. Wilson.
Absolutely.
It is the arm talent to go along with the fact that he is a winner. Not only is he a winner in all those other things, he takes care of the football. And we can put him in any offense right now, and he can be proficient. Any offense, meaning if it's not an offense where we got a lot of checkdowns and all those different types of things that we see consistently, what we'll notice is we notice consistently that he's making throws down the field. He doesn't have a Travis Etienne to make the throws to. He doesn't have those type of players around him that help him in these situations. So moving forward, let's make sure we understand. This is not a penalization of Mr. Lawrence. It's saying there are some things at the quarterback position that we need. And I think Mr. Wilson does it the best out of this class and deserves to be the number 1 overall pick. Trav, reactions and anything else that you would like to add?
That's the best pick to make at this point. That's the best pick to make. I mean, now you have that situated. I think the Jazz next pick either gonna have to be one or two things. Gonna have to be secondary. More than likely, it's got to be offensive line.
We can double. See, this is one of them situations we can really double up. Now I'm gonna jump to the comments and then we're gonna come back. Jerry, you are now on the clock with the New York Football Jets and everything else. First and foremost, hey man, shouts out to everybody in the comments. Even if you're watching and you haven't commented, I just want to say I appreciate you more than anything else. We really, really do here at the scene. As we know, this is going to be huge moving forward, because we're going to do this every year. So y'all know. So every year, I just hope for it to continue to get bigger, better, badder, faster, whatever. We just gonna knock this thing out. Jerry, I think, has made his selection. But while we here, Tyrell, Big Jeff, shouts out to Jeff. I really, really appreciate you for being here. Category 5. Tyrell is in the comments causing a lot of problems, which once he makes his pick coming up here soon, don't worry. I want to see if you're going to have all that energy for the live, because y'all know how I come. So
I brought the soundboard for Ty.
Yes.
All right. With the second overall pick in the Petty mock draft, Jerry has selected with the New York Jets, Mac Jones, quarterback, Alabama.
Oh.
Roll Tide.
Now,
Oh.
let me tell y'all something. I'm not mad at this at all.
Well, I'm not either.
It's really, really simple. This is really simple, y'all. This is fun, simple. You get a guy who you feel can make all of the throws, direct traffic, get you in the right plays, and do all the small things that you need for you to be able to make this thing happen. Matt gives you the guy right away that is going to be able to take this offense, put it under, you can put this playbook in front of him. He's going to study it, let him develop, let him do all the things. What you have is some of the guys that you have on this team. He's going to work very, very well with guys like what's my guy? The receiver. Last year's first round pick. One of Vic's favorite guys. His name will come to me in a second. They also go along and they've added guys to this mix as well. This is going to be interesting, man. I will say Denzel Mims. That's the guy. See, that's why I got so many names in my head. I got to get one of them out. Denzel Mims. I think that is one of those guys that's going to give him that downfield threat and those type of things. But the biggest thing for me as well is you still got to make sure that you account for our little slot guy who is I can't remember no names today. Because I keep wanting to say Jericho Cotchery, because that was the other guy.
That was
That was Jericho Cotchery is the guy.
Wow. Hey, you talking about number who is number 82 for the Jets? Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder.
So see why I want to say Crowder, Cotchery, same thing. It is what it is. But with that being said, now in this situation, we're getting ready to tag the next person for those guys to be on the clock. Good shouts out to Jeff. Hey, Tyrell said, why y'all always picking on him? Because you make it easy. Duh. Oh man. So Tanya, let's talk about your boy Mac. How are you feeling about him being number 2 overall?
I like the pick. I do. I feel like I think he'll be helpful. I feel like he's one of those that could go ahead and start with the Jets. I mean, they can't get no worse. But I think that's a good fit. I think that's a good fit for him. I mean, you won't hear me say go Jets, but I will support Matt all the way. I will support him all the way through. But I think it's a good pick, though. I think it's a solid pick. Good job. Jerry did that?
Yep.
Good job, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry was mad at me. Jerry was mad at me because he seen that I selected his player because he knew for a fact that Dion was probably going to take Sunshine. So I guess, with all that being said, Jerry, don't be mad at me, bro. Don't be mad at me.
Oh, Dion was a no-show like his team in the playoffs, huh?
Yeah,
He
pretty
was
much. I
up
mean,
like he was.
Tell you
Listen,
what,
like
tell
he
you what,
was on the live.
Dion was going to take a quarterback.
yeah, with the Jags
On the
pick.
live.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Not for the Ravens, right?
No,
No,
it's,
no.
I mean,
he had the
usually.
Jags. He had the Jags. He was
He didn't even
selected.
want to pick for his own team. What make
That's a real dank move, Dion.
All right,
Straight up. Matter of fact, that's what until you rectify this, you be known as dank move Dion.
Dank move.
So,
That's my guy. I gotta mess with it.
so two things. I'm gonna answer Josh, my guy Joshua Jackson's question. The thing with Trevor Lawrence is he plays in a quarterback-friendly offense, meaning he has a lot of guys around him that make his job a lot simpler. The thing is, his biggest knock is accuracy, being able to put the ball into places that make sense. If you watch him, it's easy to throw the ball around the line of scrimmage. That's the one place that you should be accurate. What if I told you that Zach Wilson was more accurate around the line of scrimmage, 10 yards down the field, and 20 yards down the field? And I can show you this information, not just with film. I can show you with the advanced analytics. And that's just being honest with what those said on top of the film. So if I add all of that together, I gave Trevor Lawrence, he's still a good player. Do I think he is a franchise quarterback? The answer is no. I think he's a good one that could be develop into a solid one. But do I think he's that guy that's going to take a team to the Super Bowl? We will see, because it's going to be a lot of things. This is a Clemson team that I have to be honest, because this is where this is interesting. If Trevor Lawrence goes to this team right here that we at now, this is actually the best fit for Trevor Lawrence, because you going to Frisco. You get to do the same thing you did right here in Clemson in Frisco. You got one of the best running games in football. You got Deebo Samuels. Shout out to my guy Tiny Tim. Hey, you have everything that you need. You don't need to come out and be great year one. You literally can go in from day one and you can learn and develop under Kyle Shanahan with this great offensive line and great running game.
With that draft, if so, you get rid of Jimmy G and you draft a Trevor Lawrence, do you still consider San Francisco as a top 5 team in the NFL?
San Francisco is a top 3 team in the NFL.
Well,
talent-wise, just like he said, that defense.
I'm just usually when you rank stuff, you go top 5, top 10, top 20, or whatever. Ain't no such thing as a top 3, but that's why I said top 5. But they're one of the top, they're upper epsilon team, talent wise. They got it.
This is me waving the right flag if they figure it out at quarterback.
They figure it out at quarterback.
Because let me tell you something. That, as much as we may not like social things that Baby Bosa has said, that dude can play. He is incredible. He is the best defensive end from Ohio State, and that includes Chase Young. I'm telling y'all that now, right here, right now, on this program. Joey Bosa's little brother, Nick, is the best defensive end from Ohio State in the bunch that they've had. He has the size, the speed, the intelligence, the full complement. Chase is a very close second, but Nick Bosa is that dude. Y'all need to understand. It's just that simple. Javon Kinlaw last year, I told y'all, I said Javon Kinlaw gonna be a problem. He started to figure it out. They re-signed DJ Jones. They have the creme de la creme of beef. They just have everything. They got tackles. They got guards. They signed Alex Mack, who is one of the best. He is Mr. Reach block himself at the second level. Come on, man. Listen, sign me up today. 49ers, Buccaneers, winner go get the Super Bowl. I want to see it. Where my pen at? Let's go. Now, as we get ready to pick here, I'm gonna give my guy French a couple minutes because I don't know where he at. But hey, man, we just got to be honest. There is some incredible talent here in this draft class that we just have to talk about. And like I said, Trevor Lawrence going there is probably one of the best things for him. That's the best thing for him. This is where you put a guy like this, because as long as you keep the horses around him, he's not going to put you in a bad spot. He's going to win you more games than that's the only thing his only job is to just make the right read and the right throw. Let the athletes do all the work for you. This is the spot that this can happen. This is the spot. J-Ham, historically, we talk about Montana. We talk about Steve Young. Trevor Lawrence is right in the mold of those two players. Yeah. Mobile guy, make all of the simple throws that you need to make. If accuracy is the issue, only thing I have to do is get the ball to my playmakers and let them do the work. Historically, hasn't that been what's gotten San Francisco over the top?
True. I mean, we spoke on the mobility. Montana had really wasn't no mobility, but then Montana also played in the 80s. And he played in an offense that originated, I won't say dink and dunk, but the utilization of the running backs in the passing game, in the short passing game. That's what the West Coast was all about anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then Steve Young, you convert him, you put him right in after Joe. He left-handed and mobile. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he actually did more work with Jerry Rice than what Joe Montana did with Jerry Rice in terms of going to the end zone. And you look at his Super Bowl performance, 6 TDs. Ricky Waters had 3. He hit Jerry. It just, it was a buffet. So like you said, just from that historical standpoint, especially from the pay from that squad. Yep. And Mike Shanahan is a part of that lineage as well. So when you trace it back down to Kyle, because Mike worked under. They want that. Mike was the offensive coordinator.
That was Seifert. Seifert.
Yeah. Correct.
Right. Yes, his dad was offensive coordinator before he went to Duke.
Shanahan was the OC of that when Young got the 6 TDs.
Right.
So they're part of that lineage anyway, even though Bill Walsh was long gone, but then Bill Walsh was before Seifert.
Right.
He had it to Seifert. So it's just that whole, and when you spread that out even with the league, Mike Holmgren, Andy Reid, that's kind of how that's been. So I'm glad that you brought that up from the historical standpoint, because that's like we were talking about on the 94 side, the offenses, 4 round 1. You know what I'm saying? And using the big man to stretch forward, stretching the defense, stretching the floor in that way. It's the same way. It's copycat.
Correct. That's what makes this so interesting, though, right?
It makes it interesting because it's like, who gonna crack the mold? Who gonna break that rule? Who gonna break that conventional, traditional rule that we talked about? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what cats really hoping for with Lamar, but it's like it ain't happening that way, y'all.
and what pick are we on right now?
This is pick 3. Pick 3. We're gonna get ready to make the pick in a second. We already know the pick, who the pick about to be. I'm just saying at this point, if you're San Francisco, you basically sitting at 3 with fool's gold. You can pick whatever quarterback that is left over. 9 out of 10 times, you're going to get Sunshine, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, or Justin Fields.
When has a draft ever started out with 3 quarterbacks, 1, 2, and 3.
You know what? Historically, I don't think there ever has been one.
This is, and it can happen.
Ham, if you don't mind, can you check and see if we've ever had a 3 quarterback draft?
I'll be back as soon as I find it. Y'all keep going.
But I don't. But historically, Ham, just from what I remember, I don't remember a 3 quarterback. I remember maybe a 3 running back. 3 running back, maybe, but 3 quarterback.
We gonna find out because I'm on the reference site right now. We gonna
because you got, of course, you got some 2 quarterback drafts. But remember, Trent Richardson went third in one of those drafts.
How far we want to go back?
Just historically. You know what? On this show, we do his history too. Because these
we doing it like in a row, like 1, 2, 3, or we just
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Grant has a quarterback.
That's interesting.
Select. I don't think it never happened.
I can't remember it happening. Yeah, I can't. I can't remember. I don't think it has.
Historically.
I'll be back with it. Y'all keep doing your thing.
And the thing, before we go, the thing about San Francisco, ever since my guy, another Super Bowl champ, John Lynch, has taken over that team, they have been making quality, good picks to fit that team. They've been making quality, good picks. Thanks to Chicago, they've been making even better picks. So, I mean, who's next? Who's up? Who's coming off their board, John?
Well, what we have here is we don't have a failure to communicate. I'll tell you that. Because the next people on the clock is us. Views, baby. But with that being said, let's finish this post.
And who was the 3rd pick in the draft?
The 3rd pick in the 2021 Petty Mock Draft is quarterback Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. For all the reasons we just stated. There is no reason. Joshua Jackson said 1971, the Jim Plunkett draft.
What 3 quarterbacks though?
And he said also in 99. So let's see. We about to see right now.
Which ones? What am I pulling up?
We got 71 and 99.
I remember 99.
I remember 99 too now.
That was Tim Couch, Donovan McNabb, Akila Smith.
Ew.
You said who? Who was the 3rd guy?
Achilles Smith. Okay. He played for Cincinnati.
Yep.
Man.
1971.
Jim Plunkett, Archie Madden,
and Pastorini.
Yep.
And Pastorini.
Okay. Guess who's in the Hall of Fame out of that crew?
Is Plunkett in there or none?
No.
Right.
I was just.
Hey, Josh, you let me know if you want to jump on the show because you are you always are welcome, family. Hey man, that's prime time right there. What you just did, bro, in the comments. Appreciate you.
And I'm back looking at 1948, looking at halfbacks, and they don't even list them. They just list them as a back.
They don't use, yeah.
Hey, Storm said he don't want to talk about that quarterback either. So we just go.
He should. It's true. He should. I understand. You had Carson Palmer. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, that's crazy though, man.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
What my guy with the shades and the mustache.
Yo. Hey, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
all right. So we getting ready to have a little fun with this one.
Views is on the clock, and what team are we picking for?
This is the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm ready for this one.
I let y'all have it.
I'm ready for this one.
I don't care about Atlanta Falcons. The only thing I care about is the Atlanta Braves.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the
way. They have nothing else positive going for them, man. They don't close out championship rounds.
Really, Jerry.
Yeah, we hit it. Hey, that right there, that's bussing. That's what the little kids told me. They told me that. Bussin'.
Hey man, Atlanta, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If I'm Atlanta and I'm me, I'm getting rid of that number 2 back there. I
Guess
can't
what?
do it with him, man.
Guess
I
what?
can't do it with him.
So
Wow.
here's the pick. The pick is in.
Okay.
I'm done with Matty Ice, man. I
Here's
am
the problem.
done.
Here's the problem, Trav, and everybody on the panel. I want y'all to comment on this. Matt Ryan is scheduled to make about 30 million this year, right? The next 2 seasons in 22 and 23, he's scheduled to make 40 million in both of those years. And there we have it. So with that being said, you got a 3-year window now. You got this year and the next 2. So here's why this is interesting. Do you improve in an area that you should improve in? Do you say offensive line? Do you try to grab more secondary help? Do you go after the best defensive player in the draft? In my opinion, free Julio, you're not going to be able to get him free. Not going to be able to get him free. But with those things being said, here's the best part about this that makes this really, really interesting. As Kendra stops by, hey,
He sure got it on there.
Yeah, he sure do, Kendra. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Kendra, how you doing? So with that being said, what's funny about this is the number 4 pick in the 2021 Petty mock draft, linebacker Micah Parsons, Penn State.
Yes.
That is the prototypical linebacker in today's game. Why? He adds pass rush value. He's a great blitzer. But to go along with that, you can now put him next to Deion Jones. And now you got 2 guys in your nickel package that take up a lot of space in the middle to help you cover a lot of ground. You lost Keanu O'Neal. You need to have a running mate. So Deion can now cover some of those tight ends and running backs out of the backfield, and Micah can be in the middle.
Where did Neil go to?
Neil, I forget where he went to off the top of my head. I'll get you that information in a second. But Neil is an excellent player, especially with what they were doing with Dan Quinn. This is what it comes down to altogether. We have a very, very interesting defense with those 2 people in the middle. I want y'all to be ready for this. As Tyrell gets himself through the tie through, as always through. But with that being said, hey, what's up? How you doing, brother?
My feelings are hurt because there were shots thrown at the tie through in the chat. So I'm real sensitive right now, but I'm happy to be aboard and be here for Petty Draft Day. Shout out to the scene, views from the 22.
Oh, Neil went to Dallas. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just about to say he went to Dallas. He's in Dallas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Come on here, tell me he's sensitive, man. You don't go get you a McRib and cool out, man.
Quit acting like Shannon Sharp, man. We're gonna discuss this live and in color. We do not discuss this stuff
privately, Trav. No.
If you was man enough to say it in public, you gonna take this in public.
Hey, we gonna call it what it is. Y'all just like to keep stuff going, but it was gonna be the other word. Y'all just like to keep going. You know what? That's what my grandma would say. Y'all just like to keep sh going. You know what I mean.
Oh man, that is a good. I think that's a good pick.
Storms is gonna jump on to make the pick for Cincinnati, so he'll be here in a couple minutes. I told him to take a couple seconds. Jeff, while you're in the comments, because you're coming up here in about 5 picks, and it's gonna come a little faster than you think. What are your thoughts on Dallas this year? Because I would love to have your opinions. If you want to jump on, you know, I'm gonna send you that link. Just let me know. I'm excited. What people don't understand is I'm so excited for this draft because all of these teams have a chance to just do what I would like to see every year, and that's get better. I mean, my top 5 teams on paper, going into the season, I'm gonna start at number 5. We got the Chargers. That team is gonna compete with Kansas City this year. They got FSU's finest that's coming back. It's gonna get emotional back there in that secondary. That's gonna be the spot where we're gonna have to make sure we understand that these folks are really good.
DJ Darren James
Yes,
Jr.,
and
man.
he's coming back. Number 4, we got the Minnesota Vikings. You're bringing back premium beef from the COVID protocol list to go along with the fact you just keep adding to what you already have. If you're able to stop the run to go along with that defense that you already have there with those linebackers with Kendricks and Barr, and then you sign Patrick Peterson to help you with your man down situation on the back end, and you still got one of the best safeties in Harrison back there, it's going to get interesting. Number 3, Frisco, where you at? Y'all they got one of the most talented teams on paper. It just is what it is. They got most start who must start every week. You still got all of those different things, but to go along with all of that great stuff, it is very, very intriguing how much talent they have and why they went from where they went to get this quarterback. That's how this all turns into a nice 5-year window to get this done. They've just bought 5 years, y'all, to get this done. 5 years. Number 2, man, I hate that I'm even saying this team. The Cleveland Browns. Y'all got no excuse. No excuse. What did Tarver tell Roy Jones? No excuses tonight, Roy. No excuses. Y'all got everything. Y'all got linebackers. Y'all got cornerbacks. Y'all got safeties. Y'all got pass rushers. Y'all got offensive line, defensive. Y'all got everything. This is y'all year to get it done. If y'all don't get it to at least the AFC Championship game and lose in an epic triumph game to Kansas City, that mistake is still by that lake.
They had their shot.
Because the lake still may have been a mistake too. With that being said, the number 1 team, of course, is the Super Bowl champions. You don't return everybody, add a player or two, and then get a whole draft capital, and then have the best quarterback in the world to ever play. In the world, Craig. You don't do that. We have never in history seen a team win on their home field, but we've never seen a team return their whole starting lineup. I need to remember that. I can't discount them because they still got the best quarterback. Storms. Cat 5. Cat 5 picking for the Cats at 5. See it? Bars. Levels. It's levels.
I guess.
Jeremy, don't do that today.
Cat 5. Levels. It's levels.
See, they called them the government.
Levels.
All right. So I was on the phone with Mike Brown, and he was telling me how much he wants to recreate that LSU offense with Jamar Chase. And I told him, look, that's all nice, but we gotta protect Joe. We gotta protect Joe. I said, you hired me to make the personnel decisions. You need to let it go. You had your run. You hired me because you screwed it up lately. All right. So that said, with the 5th pick of the 2021 Petty Mock Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select guard tackle Rashawn Slater from Northwestern.
Oh my God. Yo.
I love it. I love it.
Storms, do me a favor. Put that in the comments for me. And so I can break down the pick. You can stay on for a couple seconds.
Yes,
I would like
sir.
to know. I would like to know, why did you pick Slater over Sowell? Let's go.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I have them very close. On the deciding factor for me was watching him completely neutralize Chase Young. That is a guy who's one of the premier pass rushers in the world. He did that at tackle. Mike insists that we have our tackles, but I'm going to rotate him and Jonah in and out at guard and tackle anyway.
Okay, so you feel like he can play left tackle for you, and if not, you feel like you still got a really, really good football player that you can move around because you feel like obviously you feel like he's better than whatever tackle you have now.
Yeah, we got Rife on a prove it deal, and we're gonna give him a chance to. And if not, he's gonna sit, and we'll see Slater at tackle instead of guard.
I'm complicit. I love this energy that we just got right here.
This is quality work, man. I couldn't even troll this dude. He on live. I'm like ready to get him, and I'm like, damn, I can't even get him.
See, the best part here is Jonah learns to be a pro guard, and if I want to, I can go get 2 tackles next year.
The beautiful thing is, here's the beautiful thing about this as always. You can do whatever you want as long as you have beef somewhere. You got to make sure that you're able to do the bare minimum, which is at least run the ball in this division. Slater gives you that ability right away because he can play both guards and both tackle positions potentially for you. And you still got other players that that still are developing. So you're plugging them in right away. I love the pick. Hey, shouts out to you because you came through and you studied with me on him too. So that's what, and he did all his homework on this player, ladies and gentlemen. I let him make his own decision. I didn't influence. I just turned on the tape. I answered all of his questions, and this is what pick he came with. Hey, Jeff Hallman said, Storms, you sum them up.
See, the reason I can make this pick and keep my job and Mike is still happy is because, as you guys know, he loves his versatile linemen. So this way we get to keep fresh legs on the field at all times. But the talent level it was here. Now it's here.
Absolutely. Great pick, bro. Great work, bro. Hey, stick around. If you would like to jump back on later, you're more than welcome because we're going to do a wrap up for about 15, 20 minutes after. Stick around. Keep me some comments coming. Anything you would like, just let me know. If it's anybody we decide we want to pick for later as well, a Nobody show, I'll let you pick as well.
I'll be back for 37.
Yep. Cat 5 with pick 5. Levels.
Good pick.
Levels.
Good pick.
Very good. Great pick. That is a great pick.
Absolutely. That's fun. Hey, look, this is why this draft is so fun every year because we never know who's going to pick who. So now we get some of my peoples. We got Ty, and we got my dog and my brother, Mr. Colton Ferrari, on the clock. Hey, man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I love y'all team. I think y'all team is a top 10 team in football. I like y'all secondary. I think y'all can, of course, you can always add another good safety or whatever the case is because you don't have a playmaker there. But you don't really need one when you got Xavier Howard. I'm going to be honest. I actually like Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker, to me, is the best Ohio State linebacker. He gives the most versatility. He can do everything on the field, and he doesn't have to leave. Pass rush, you can always get help there. Receiver, you gonna need help because Tua ain't the answer. I said that so just I fell out my chest.
Yep.
I'm bleeding in my chest.
Bleeding in my chest.
You're about to.
Oh man. But as far as the talent around, I do think you guys are a very, very talented football team. And you have one of my favorite head coaches, the person I think should have won Coach of the Year last year. I don't care about Stefanski. The Browns roster has been loaded the last 2 years. This team went from a terrible team to a potential playoff team overnight. You like Twister? I'm going to make you a celebrity overnight. That's what he did. Tyrell, what are you guys thinking currently in this situation? Jaquan, I know you like levels. What you thinking over there, Ty?
Well, Drop Top Ferrari and I, we came together. We were commissioned, to bring excellence to the Dolphins roster. And we got a Biletnikoff Award winner coming to Miami. So give a big welcome to Jamar Chase, LSU's finest. Tua, you got a weapon. So that's what we wanted to do. Bring him in and touchdowns. We needed generational talent at this high level, at this high pick. And Chase, he's gonna be our guy, number 6 overall, right there.
Now, hey, so as you say that, Colton texts me, no, thank you for Chase. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Vic will tell y'all this. I've been in love with this player since I've seen him. His nickname in my film room is Odell Landry. He has the best traits of both of those players. The elite explosive ability to go along with the fine-tuned route running ability that we can always polish up at the next level. The thing that he covets and that he really, really is good at is he is one of the best at catching the ball naturally with his hands. Now, he has drops, but some of these drops that I've seen from a lot of these other guys, I'm not saying that Jerry Jeudy and the Alabama receivers are not good. They're great. I think Devontae Smith is a 2A, 2B situation with him. But I think what we have to understand is Jamar is so explosive and so powerful in situations, it makes it hard to look past him. He looks like an X receiver from day one. That's the key here. I think he's an X. I think Devontae could be an X, but I think Devontae is probably going to be best served as a flanker. These two dudes are the best, but Jamar, in my opinion, is the best guy. I love Jamar Chase. So I think that's a great pick, Ty. If you would like to stick around, you're welcome.
Stick around and shout out to Mr. Lamb Chops himself with my picture in the background. Best draft day pick ever.
Hey, that's his name, Mr. Lamb Chops. Because he karate chopped that girl when she tried to take his phone.
Know your role. Know your role. You're a side chick.
Know your role. Know your role. All right. Next on the clock, Tanya, who do we have next on the clock?
Detroit Lions.
Detroit basketball. Oh, Tyrell and Jorge is next.
So I didn't get to work with Jorge on this one, but I may go ahead and speak for him because Jorge doesn't want to work with me anyway. We end up fighting the whole time. So you put us in a room together, it's just going to be body slams, choke slams, stunners, walls of Jericho, all that.
Makes sense.
But I'm ready to make the pick for the Lions. I want to help Jared Goff out too. So we had a lot of receivers from the Lions leave. So you needed a receiver to replenish what has been lost. So with that being said, who's the next, best receiver available, for Mr. Goff? I went back and forth on this one, but I have to go with the best name on the board after Chase. We're going to Tanya's place. I'm pretty sure she's happy with this pick. But Devontae Smith, welcome to T-Town. Jared Goff, Smith connection, make it happen. Make some highlights, and best of luck to you. Welcome to Detroit.
I am not going to even lie to you.
And I'm not even trying to pick up. I just did that because really just because I had nothing else better to do. Y'all see that, man. I couldn't get Storms, but I got time. So hey,
I know the sound bites was coming, but hey, Jared Goff feels some type of way about that sound bite thing.
That's actually who they were booing because it's like who finna get Devontae Smith the ball?
See, here's the most interesting.
At Stafford.
Hey, let me tell you something. We need more people because
we do.
We need more people.
I love Devontae Smith, just for the record, for those watching at home or whatever platform and device that you're watching us on YouTube. Shout out to you.
Dude.
Hey,
The
So
Detroit
shouts out to
Lions.
everybody still in the comments. Hey man, Storms and Josh are cracking up about that thing, Ham. You ain't right.
I ain't right.
You ain't right. You ain't right. It's okay. Keep troll on, brother.
Let,
Troll on.
let my mama tell it. I ain't living right though. You know.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well. Bars, levels.
Dude, the Detroit Lions, man, they need that dude. His initials like PRAY. That's what they need, man.
They need more than that too.
That.
Well, we see the energy that they come with today.
They need it.
So the
Detroit
Detroit
needs
Lions,
Jesus.
they select wide receiver Devontae Smith from Bama. Jeff, my
Y'all
guy
done sent
Jeff
my baby up there. Y'all done
is
sent my baby
on
up
the
there for
clock
nothing.
with Carolina. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of one of them situations. Hey Ham,
Yo,
you can you tag the rest of the Carolina contingency under this comment on the draft thread for me, brother?
on YouTube?
No, on the Facebook post.
Oh, Facebook joint. Okay.
Yep. Tag them on that comment that I tagged Jeff, just in case one of them can make a pick. They can see everybody who was picked on there. As y'all see, it's organized on there. So we've done that. We've done pretty good so far. You know, hey, we kind of good at this a little bit now these days. But just want to have lovely conversations with my friends. Vic is shocked.
Who
Vic
with
is shocked. I think it's we got
Where is Vic on Facebook?
It's a Vic site.
Ist, and
He on
yeah, Vic
Facebook?
he's shocked at some of these
Where
picks.
is Vic, by the way?
Vic is currently on the road, so I want y'all to know he is traveling safely. He is not texting and driving. I think Vic loves the pick that we did at 4. He loves the Rashawn Slater pick. He is shocked that the quarterbacks fell the way they fell.
Oh, that we shocked that Vic finally saw Major League. Jeez. Finally did us a solid for a change. We ain't got to talk about it no more.
Yeah, I mean, Ham.
That's my
I had to
guy.
tell him. I had to tell him.
Who else was Jeff though?
It
Carolina.
is.
Who else? Carolina.
I know is Gist and somebody else. I
Was it
forget.
Mac
Off the top of my
Miles?
head.
Was it Mac
Yes,
Miles?
yes, he's there too.
Who was that?
Mac Miles. He's a junior. What he is. With that being said, Carolina. So where are we at with Carolina, y'all? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the most interesting situation. Y'all got Teddy Bridgewater, and he definitely the bridge for that water, because this is about to be a faucet over there with Sam Darnold.
I was just
I
about to
don't
say
know what
that.
they about to
And he just got Sam Darnold too.
levels. You see that bridge water, bridge the levels.
Right.
With that being said, see, hey, man, hey, I just listen. The double and triple entendres is there. Don't worry about it. But with those things being said, Tanya, you'll be okay. Tanya, you'll be okay. You'll be all right.
I almost flipped you off on this.
Oh, ooh, the level of hatred. Ooh, baby. That's what my grandma would have said. Baby, give me pearls. Baby, give me pearls. But more than anything, Carolina, this is going to be interesting because they have a young and developing defense. So I really like the things that they have over there. I just wonder what direction do you want to go here? You have the best tackle on the board, so you can go. It just kind of is what it is at this stage. You can get better with the beef, or you can try to get some of the better skill position players.
I was just about to ask you. They screaming tight end.
You know, so it's one of them. This is one of those who they want flip. Game over.
They're screaming for some odd reason. I mean, they got a nice little receiving core. Their defense is young but yet talented. Their
They need
offense,
offensive line.
their offensive line is they're pretty decent, especially
It's
with
screaming help. That's what it's
the way. I mean, you can always. I mean, you can never never do wrong with getting beef. But this is screaming Pitts.
It's screaming.
For some odd reason, for Carolina Panthers, it's screaming Kyle Pitts. This is screaming Kyle Pitts.
I'm not mad at Kyle Pitts here at all. I wouldn't be mad there. I think at this particular stage, whoever the quarterback is, we got to make sure that we understand two things here. Whoever your quarterback is one thing, but we got to also get that we kind of are where we are right now with this team. You're a couple years away from being a couple years away.
Correct.
Why do I say a couple years away from being a couple years away? Because you still got some development things that you're trying to do, not just with your quarterback, but with your defense. You got another year that I think they need to develop on defense, but then you still gonna have to figure out your quarterback spot.
So it's safe to say by like week 9, everybody in Charlotte gonna be looking forward to LaMelo Ball's return.
I mean, he might be the flyest dude there. He
Right.
might be the flyest dude there.
Man,
They hoping
He's the
that
keys to the city. Give him the keys to the city.
LaMelo Ball, man. Special cat, man. I
hey
hate hurt right
now storms. I can't name myself levels because that's too easy. That's too easy. That's too easy, bro. Don't worry, I got you. Josh made an interesting point. He said, "Take your quarterback." I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is not one of them times where I say this too often, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. If Carolina takes a quarterback here, what do we have to lose by you taking a quarterback? This is the best part about this. What do we have to lose if they take a quarterback here?
They kind of, I mean, with them still kind of developing, they got good players that's developing on both sides. It's kind of like one of the ones that you got take the best player available at this point. Me personally, get the dude from Florida. Get Kyle Pitts. Get Pitts, man.
I'm saying Pitts. Jaquan, what would you do? Would you take a quarterback? Would you take a tight end or a receiver? Or would you take offensive lineman right now if you was there?
For the Panthers, I'm taking offensive lineman. I know a lot of people don't believe in Sam Darnold, but I am one who believes in Sam Darnold. So yeah, offensive lineman for sure. They definitely need that.
Tanya, do you have anything that you think for Carolina in the division that they play in with Atlanta, the Aints, the champs? What do
Not
you
the
think?
Aints.
Yeah, the Aints.
Oh, they haven't been called that in a long time.
Because they ain't SH.
Now what was the question? Do I what? With the division they played in what? No,
With the
because
division that they play in, do
you
you
didn't
do
finish
with
the
with the division that they play in with those teams? Do you think it's best for them to say that they want to score, or do you think it's best for them to try to continue to build on what they have defensively?
they have to score
Because
because you play in Tampa and you play in Atlanta, which depending on what day that is, Atlanta can score quickly. Tampa's
38.
definitely gonna score.
38.
You know what I'm saying? So right. So you gotta these teams can score. We don't know what's gonna happen in New Orleans yet, but you gotta be able to score to keep up with these teams.
I'm gonna give you credit on I mean the Saints. Yeah, they don't have Drew Brees, but we know as a regular season team, the Saints can freaking score. Even if you got a dude that the Mormon Tebow back there, he ain't gonna make a difference in the playoffs. But in the regular season, he gonna score.
Yeah, you have to be able to score to play in this division.
Number
You have
41 back there, he's a threat.
Mhm.
You gotta have a linebacker to check him up. And it can't just be a regular linebacker. It got to be somebody special. Again, me personally, offensive line is good. They in that kind of mid-tier level. But I'm going Pitts with this one. I'm
You
going
like
Pitts.
Pitts?
Yes.
I agree with Trav. Like I'm ashamed to say that I said that, but if I'm Carolina, you got to take Pitts. You have to.
I agree with Pitts. Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Well, excuse me, y'all ain't gotta agree with me. Y'all ain't had to put me out there singing me like that.
Don't worry,
Everybody's
Jaquan.
like,
I
yeah,
got
I'm
you back.
taking
I got
Pitts.
you back. I got you back. Don't worry.
Reasons.
Let me say this to you. Let me tell you this. At this stage, I think Sowell is the better pick, but Pitts is a luxury pick at this stage because what you can do is if you lose these games, you're going to for sure be in a spot where you at least have stuff that can attract a good quarterback or you can make a move for a quarterback if this doesn't work out. So it's not like you lose either way. But I will say offensive line should be your thing. You didn't think you were going to get one of the top 5 players in this draft. That includes Pitts and that includes Sowell. So whichever one you pick, it doesn't make a difference.
They got to make that attractive. And that's the thing. And that's what I see. And that's what I'm seeing with Carolina. Although they don't have one of the best quarterbacks, but if you was to get rid of both of them, you got to make it attractive to come to Carolina. CMC makes it attractive. They got the boy that was at the Jets. That's the receiver there with the long neck. Dude can catch anything. You got an old boy that's played running back. What was that? Ohio State that they didn't convert to wide receiver.
He's currently with what's the name? But I got you.
Wait, yeah. So Washington. So you still gotta. Pitts makes that. It makes it pop. That makes that pop. I mean, we just seen a quarterback just go to a team because of the attraction of the team. We just seen it. So, hey, I'm going Pitts, man. And by the way, if the Saints don't start my boy, it's gonna be something wrong. I don't care how much money that Morgan Tebow dude make. They better start him.
Talking about Winston?
Damn right.
Crab legs and all.
So I'm gonna extend a couple extra minutes for Jeff because he came to the post. Appreciates him. Shouts out to him. But as we talk about Carolina, like I said, this is gonna be the most interesting part of this whole process. Like I really, really like a lot of things like that. Colton here. Shouts out to my guy. He's texting me right now. Okay. He said that the reason why you guys didn't take Pitts was because Gesicki is there, and y'all felt like he wasn't a plus blocker for you running game.
Yeah, we argued over that because I kind of I was leaning more towards Pitts, but Drop Top, talked me down and talked some sense into my head, and I listened.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I would have been for Pitts for the Dolphins, because Pitts gives you a matchup nightmare in that division where you pretty much don't have much. Like, it's not very many guys who's gonna match up with him in that division. CJ Mosley is not that type of player. To go along with that, Darren Lee don't have a shot. Bill is gonna try to do some interesting things, like put corners on him, and that's cool. But Kyle can do everything, so it just makes it hard. But the even bigger thing here that's gonna make it more interesting is you really found yourself with one of those tight ends that's a once in a generation type of a talent. So it's kind of fun, but that just means that you're a little bit higher on Gesicki. And Gesicki's not a bad player. I don't think he's a bad player at all. He's just not Kyle Pitts. But if you feel like Jamar Chase is a better player for what you need on offense, go for it.
Yeah, when you put Jamar Chase with talent like Fuller who came in, you have Devontae Parker. Definitely, it's clear from day one, Chase is probably going to be your guy. So that makes it better for Tua. And you want to support the young quarterback by giving him weapons. So at the end of the day, yes, Kyle Pitts could have been a great weapon too in a security blanket. But I mean, comparing to Jamar Chase and what he can do coming in, that's a Blitnikoff winner. So there you go.
I think, and this is for Miami. I think, I think, I think Jamar Chase will be in the same kind of similar role as in their boy at Dallas. Is that CeeDee Lamb?
No, CeeDee Lamb.
I think- I think he will play because I think Parker is your number one. He's your number. Parker is your number one. At what number 11? He's number 11, right? But he's your number one in Miami.
See, here's the beautiful thing about this. He can be your number one or your number two now if what you drafted Jamar Chase, because now they're interchangeable. So now he can get some of those looks off the line of scrimmage, which changes the whole dynamic of everything from there.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
All right, so let's see. With the next pick in the draft, Carolina selects Kyle Pitts, tight end, Florida.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not mad. It doesn't make me
Can't be
feel
mad.
bad for them because you can't go wrong with picking, a player who is a generational talent like that. At the end of the day, man, great players are great players.
Correct.
Do we have
what I'm
another
saying?
Tony Gonzalez coming into the league? We could.
Well, here's the thing. He's a little bit different than Tony because he has better abilities than Tony. Tony
He-
never had some of those abilities that Kyle Pitts has. You
True.
don't come in with those type of, like, in a scouting terms, the type of limbs that he has, the type of athletic ability, Tony and them wish they could have that. You talk about a dude with a Gronkowski body with a slender, more slender and athletic ability
Athletic ability.
with
They
better
can jump out the
lateral
building
movement
like
and
Gates.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he runs like a deer.
He's
Like,
a
you can't-
real converted
That's Vernon
basketball
Davis.
player. He's a real converted
And my guy
basketball
KG didn't
player.
even get tagged yet, and he got the pick for me. This is KG. I love you.
Hey, my guy KG, he gonna be on it, man, 110%. We already know the deal with him. But and this is me picking Kyle Pitts, and I'm a Florida State fan. So I know this dude gotta be some count.
What did Pitts have at Florida anyway? He had nobody. He was the Florida offense.
We're talking good. He good. He was good. He's good. He was good.
Oh, wait. Hey,
So we Denver, right?
listen.
Yes.
Yes, and Denver's pick is in.
Oh, shit. I
Hey,
mean, shoot.
yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. This is what I love about KG. KG, he'll be in the lab with us. KG be hanging around us. He's always welcome on the program, as y'all know. But KG low-key do his own little lab work. And he be coming to me with it on the side. So look, my guy KG, I'm gonna tell y'all who he picked in 1 second. Trav, in this pick for Denver, who do you think they should go? Based on the draft board that we have now, and based on what you think on that team, who do y'all think they should go? Here, Ty, you come right back after him.
Ooh. Okay. So the vantage spots for Denver. We getting old boy from Texas A&M back, right? We getting them back. We already got they got one that he hurt himself last year. Also, another linebacker, defensive end. The Chubb. Did Chubb hurt himself last year?
No, Chubb was good. Chubb was good.
One of them got. I think they went defense. I think he went defense. I'm not for sure. But for Denver, let me look at my picks real quick. And did he go with the old boy from Miami?
No, he actually didn't.
because I would. I mean, if I'm Denver, I may have picked him, the boy from Miami.
The defensive end.
Phillips.
Well, they got some guys that they really, 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 really like. That they like over there with that. Vaughn also is coming back for a reduced salary.
Yeah, that's why I say it takes the
So Vaughn is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So who they want? Vaughn.
He gotta stay healthy. He gotta stay healthy, man.
Oh, sorry.
And stay away from them crazy red bones too.
Oh yeah. Like stay woke. Yeah, I mean, you talk about Childish Gambino, right? Oh no. Oh, okay, my bad. Let's see. We got a whole bunch of people to tag for the Cowboys. Lord have mercy.
You know, that's a contingent that we probably want to cut these two people's screen off because they don't care about that.
Let's see.
So, did you announce KG's pick yet, or are we still talking about?
I'm about to announce it right now, but I gotta tag all these.
Ty? Who do you think they'll need?
So if he's not going to take Panay, who's probably in the room right now, like mad that he's not been picked so far, because I mean, I don't know how KG feels about Locke. I don't know, but QBs are off the board, so that's gone. Parsons is gone because you want a linebacker, and Parsons is gone. And do you think that Jeremiah is like that worthy of being that high? I don't know. So in my position, I'm in KG spot. I'm thinking Panay because you're like, okay, he dropped, and that's the best guy available. Add the beef, and that's my thought. But I don't know. KG's his own man, and I know he's a smart dude, so he may come something off the wall that I didn't even expect.
Okay, with the next pick in the draft, this is the 9th pick. I believe this is the 9th pick.
Yes.
With the 9th pick in the 2020 Petty mock draft, the Denver Broncos select Caleb Fairley, cornerback, Virginia Tech. This is how you recreate the no-fly zone. This is how you do it. You draft guys that you say, hey, he can play different roles in my defense. This is your next best corner and that great legacy that what they have there at Denver. And they've had the likes of Champ Bailey. They've had the late, great Darren Williams, who was developing into a nice player before he had his unfortunate situation. They've had Chris Harris. They've had some pretty solid guys over there over the years. And we just got to call it what it is, man. They got some talent over there on that side of the ball. It's just time to start to recreate your no-fly zone. You re-signed your guy, Justin Simmons. You got him taken care of and out the way. Boom. Now we strapped for the turbulence. Pow. Now you're up here with me in the clouds. It's time to go.
Talib too, as well. Keep Talib. So Mr. Chain Snatcher himself.
Absolutely. So I mean, so you see the talent that they've had consistently at those positions. They've been extremely good. I mean, hell, they got the best out of Bradley Roby. Yeah, that's one of your Buckeyes, Ty. He was never good. So hey, I'm sorry.
First lady, you laughed too hard on that one, so don't start. Okay.
I'm just here for the comments.
Absolutely.
So I won't get fired.
Yeah. You're right. I like Caleb's size, though. What, he's like 6'2", 210, something like that?
Yep. He is an extremely, like I said, he has all of the gifts and the things that you want from your best, one of your best players on the board. And I just think overall, this is one of them situations where we got a good pick there, man. We got a really, really good pick there. So the Cowboys are on the clock currently. They are currently on the clock. Hey, be ready. It's all going down. Hey, Category 5 said it ain't so nice to be so truthful. Man, false world. That's my energy every day, baby. What, you're
What
gonna
do the
love it.
Dallas
Like it,
Cowboys
like it,
need?
love it, love
Love
it.
it. Think about it.
Hey, guess what Tyrell's last name is? Love it, love it. Levels,
Thank you, Jerm.
levels,
Wow.
levels.
So the
Hey man,
the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. You got your quarterback finally.
What is up with Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones, to me, honestly, one thing he care about that front line. Does care about that. He have his best position player that he picked, that he reached up and got, and he got him.
mm-hmm.
But them linebackers, they a hit away. Two arm is a hit away. I'm thinking, they need a good linebacker. They need one.
this is where it gets interesting.
Secondary could use some help though.
That too. Your secondary, they need help. Now their front line, okay.
Someone in the middle. For
They
sure.
need, because Van Der Esch, he's a hit away. What's the other one? Not Smith from Notre Dame, but the other one that Van Der Esch took his spot.
Sean Lee.
He's about done. You need a linebacker.
You think Van Der Esch is done?
He a hit away his neck. He has serious neck issues.
True. I forgot about that.
Yes, he has serious neck issues.
Mhm.
And of course, they secondary,
Their secondary needs
and
Jesus. That's what
secondary
they need.
need help. They need help bad. They need somebody to make an instant impact. What I've seen with Dallas, they instant impact does come at that linebacker spot, because the year before, with your guy Smith coming from Notre Dame, he made a nice impact. Van Der Esch came in, stepped up, made a nice impact. But now with them hitters gone, I think they should go at the linebacker spot.
Hey,
No position to be in
Listen.
for the Cowboys contingency.
hey, I want you to know something.
Mm-hmm.
Vic is picking for the Cowboys, so I'm gonna let you know this now.
This
The pick is in.
is gonna be interesting.
But no, but
Oh,
see, but here's the
Lord.
thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Vic knows the board because he's paying attention.
And
This is where Vic is going to be the guy who's going to make the sense of it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Vic's pick is probably going to be one of the best right now in this first value.
Spit it out, man. Time is
I'm
up.
gonna let y'all marinate for about 30 seconds here while I put the pick together. But I want y'all to know Vic made the right pick here.
I don't think.
Who do y'all think he picked?
I don't know who he picked, but it got to be a good linebacker. Me
He's a
personally,
beef-
I think
he's
he's
a
a
beef
good
guy,
linebacker.
though. He's a beef guy. Vic's a beef guy.
Of
so-
course, Vic is a beef. He's a meat and potato, steak and potato type of guy. He wants that up front, and if he picks somebody that's up front, that's Jerry Jones to the fullest. One thing about Jerry Jones, he values a offensive line because his roots is offensive line. Just as when he picked his coach that made him won all the Super Bowls. That's Jimmy Johnson. They both played at Arkansas.
Shouts out to Jeff and Jerry as well. He said they helped him make the pick and they understood the value. Hey man, I'm just saying I knew what Vic was gonna come to. Jerry, Jeff, both of those guys been around us so long. Hey man, Jeff and Jerry are like elder statesmen. It feels like it when you talk about them folks. But with that being said, hey man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all. With the 10th pick in the 2021 Petty Mock Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Penei Sewell,
Yep, I knew it.
offensive tackle, Oregon.
Understand. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So now what you get is you get a tackle. Now, if Lionel Collins is the guy that you say you think he is, you can either move him to left guard or you can keep him at right tackle and put Sowell at left guard.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like that, that's what you do. Bruh,
He dropped enough. He dropped enough.
He shouldn't have
Protect
failed.
Dakota.
He
Protect
dropped
Dakota.
enough. And now, and here's the thing, and you just said that, Ty. You just signed a dude for what's that? Over 35 million a year. You got to protect that investment,
Yep.
and I understand why he would get a player.
I knew it was coming.
like
Vic
that.
didn't let me down.
Got it. I'm thinking defense because they lines just need to be healthy last year. But overall, it doesn't. When you sign a $40 million quarterback, you gotta protect that investment.
Yep. And now we move to the New York Football Giants.
Where is Jorge?
He's family man in it right now.
Okay.
Last I checked.
He told me to tag him. So he is tagged. I'll give him a couple extra minutes because I know he out and about.
Where?
But let's see. Playing good left guard immediately, the left tackle or the right tackle, says Vic. Jeff said it's a tough decision, to be honest. And then Horn and Surtain were the other debate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you just go with the best player available. That's been the Cowboys' strategy for years now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have all of these elite prospects here on this board, and it's just like it just makes no sense for us to continue to have all of these great players. But in this situation, currently here on the Views, big board, we got a lot of guys still left, a lot of great value here. So I mean, we still got tackles. We still got everybody there that we need. I'm here for this, man. This is most definitely fun.
I've seen a lot of experts, so-called experts, they have downed this draft, like the quality of players, because to be honest, a normal draft, you usually draft in a higher epsilon of a defensive player or big time offensive lineman, as far as like your ones and twos. Your quarterbacks do come. And of course, if your quarterback is elite, he's gonna get picked. But overall, they've been dogging these guys, and with these the way they had to do they pro days. That's what's been kind of making a difference of this, because of the pro day of these guys ain't go to Indiana. They didn't get looked at accordingly like that, because pro day put a little spice in a lot of these people's drafts now, especially with this 40 time. So I'm looking at these guys, man, and I think this is a pretty good draft, man, because you just ain't seen too much offensive players get picked like this. And I think the offense is gonna rule. Offensive picks are gonna rule this time. So let's see.
So who do y'all think the New York Football Giants should be selecting here as we get ready for Philly?
A running back.
You ain't right. You ain't right, Trev.
Oh.
That is. Somebody got to catch it. Nobody don't want to catch. Okay, fine. I would not throw no lobs again. I would not. Darn, you ain't shit. I'm leaving.
Oh, no. That man always leaving, man. Yo, let me tell you something. I'm so mad that he windmilled though. Did you see him windmill, y'all? He windmilled. Man, windmill. Tanya, who do you think the Giants should select?
Everybody.
Everybody.
At this, I mean, to me, really, because at this point, it doesn't really matter who they pick. They need somebody, anybody. It doesn't really matter who they pick. It's a good pick at this point. They need help.
Josh, you on the clock next because Philly's pick is gonna come right real fast.
Let me think.
Get ready, bro.
I'm not gonna say that. Their defense wasn't like that bad. It wasn't top tier, but it wasn't.
They protected. They stopped the run pretty well. Let's start there.
They did.
Bradbury played out of his mind last year.
He
played pretty
did.
well.
He absolutely did. Yes.
Jabril Peppers is there also as their insurance policy in the
Yeah,
secondary.
I don't think the defense is that bad.
Offensive line wise, they're still developing. They got
Yeah.
a lot of capital invested there. So with the 11th pick in the 2021 Petty Draft, the Giants select defensive end Jalen Phillips from
I
Miami.
know you, Jorge.
This is a hell of a pick.
Yeah.
This defensive end is prime time.
Yes,
I love all of his abilities that he has. He was born and raised at the College of Dade. It's just what it is, but he is incredible when it comes down to just converting speed to power. Very, very good usage of his hands, extremely explosive, always around the football. But the one thing that you like about him the most is he is a positive play. He sets a great tone in the run game. He's always at or 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be a guy that does an excellent job for this team of setting the edge, and he can play standing up. I am all for it. This is an excellent pick, Jorge.
That's a very good pick.
This is how you build yourself a championship defense again, by drafting players like this in this elite tier. Trav, this is a guy you talked about a couple picks ago. You know, you say you don't like Dade Community College, but go ahead and holler at these folks and let them know.
Dade County Community College Tornadoes, man. I do not like them. I don't deal with them. I just don't. But I mean, I respect these guys, gangsters. Like I said, like Kyle Pitts. I like Florida. I don't like what they stand for. I just don't. But if you good and you balling, I'm gonna respect it. And dude right here is balling. I'm talking about he can come from the left side, he come from the right side, he putting his hand in the dirt, or he can stand up and get it. I mean, he hey man, dude on some Khalil Mack type work. He can get it done. Dude can get it done and has some size about him too. Has some size about him. But overall, dude is a good ball player, man. That's something that I thought Denver may have wanted to get him. But hey, dude at a good spot, man. I mean, he's at a good spot.
So Philadelphia is in a situation right now where they are on the clock. Guess what we get to do? Hey guys, we get to pick for Philly. This should
y'all
be
can take this one. I'm gonna set
interesting.
this one out.
Where
I
do
talk
we
about the
start?
Giants need Jesus. Philly needs Jesus. Okay, so I don't know. Go ahead. I'm focused.
So
Well, they
They
need
need-
offensive
give me
line. They
library.
need defense. They need prayer. This is continuous.
well, here's the thing about Philly. Philly is in a very, 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 very unique situation because we can arguably say right now Hey, man. Jerry said that.
Oh, he said it. He said it. Yes, I see it. He said
Hey,
it.
man.
He
Look,
said it.
look. I'm gonna tell you this now. That's Tanya to now. So y'all know that's Tanya, little cousin. That's currently the starting quarterback for Philly. He needs to get out of Philly.
Immediately. Do you hear
Now,
me?
with that being said, send him to the Ravens because he's better
No,
than the
no, no,
quarterback.
no.
that
Okay,
they
I
got.
don't want to hear no more. No, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Oh my
No, we ain't
God.
gonna do that. No, we ain't doing
Hey,
that.
hey, Jorge said get him a punter.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
We ain't do that.
unfortunately, you
We
know
ain't do that.
that's not going to help them. So here's where let's have some fun here. Now, as we know, linebacker is a position where we can look at this and we can say, you know what? There's a lot of things we can do here. Philly is one of those teams that every year they do something crazy. They do something stupid, like take linebackers in spots that they shouldn't. In this situation, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think linebacker should be in play because you need an every down player.
Absolutely.
I think that would be an excellent look at right here. Look, man, secondary players have been going to them to die.
Boy, I was just about to say that. That's
don't wish
do it
that
to him.
evil upon Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn. Don't do it.
I don't look at this as
Don't
a
send no
bad
more of my
spot.
boys over there.
It's just one of them situations where I don't really know what else that we can do at this stage. With Philly, you drafted Andre Dillard. He was hurt last year, so you don't know if he's your left tackle. You still have Lane. You still have, Kelsey coming back. Brandon Brooks is coming off two very, very extreme lower body or lower leg injuries, which are very tough.
Well, they're a walking hospital. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, oof.
Keep that shit. Excuse me. Keep that over in Philadelphia. Don't bring it on. Don't bring it to Pittsburgh because we don't need
Oh my goodness, he called him a walking hospital. Hey, get my pearls, baby.
it.
I wish I had a robe so I could cover up. Feel
Y'all
exposed.
know we don't hold nothing back. So this down.
So at this stage, I think linebacker is something. I think that's probably going to be the best thing. I do see a defensive end here that they can do, but again, it's just one of those situations where I don't know which way to go, except for to really get everything going forward. Vic is sitting here asking me about the Philly pick. What do y'all think? I'm gonna start with you, Jaquan. Looking at the board, where do you think they go?
Let me look at this board here. Give me a second.
why you think about that. I think you should stay in state with this pick. I think you should stay in state with this pick. The guy from Penn State, since you got the best one from Miami. What's
That's
my
not
guy
bad.
name? What's my guy
Jason
name?
Oweh.
Jason
Jason
Oweh.
Oweh.
I think you stay in state with this pick.
You think they need a defensive end though? They run boy.
They need help.
So
They need help.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. They still haven't developed Derek Barnett from a couple of years from 2017. So do you send a defensive end that is a project player, that's an extreme athlete, but a project player to Philly? Or do you draft a cornerback that you say that you can put in a situation where you can pretty much figure out, hey, we can figure this out as we go because we can cut off one side of the field. I think that's the key here. The highest rated player on their board right here is probably not Owen.
You on mute. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you bad. My bad. I thought you said something.
Production.
I just think that's just an opinion that I just think, because in order to have somewhat of a successful secondary, do your front four cost that? Do you need a front four to cause that? A front three?
They still got Fletcher. They still got a lot of players, or they still got
I
a lot
don't.
of players.
You know
there.
what? I don't think he's gonna be there long.
Only thing is,
Wow.
Trav, he's 29. So we got another 2-3 years that we may be able to pull out of Fletch.
Fletcher deserves better, man. He deserves.
I agree. I agree. Vic actually is leaning toward the direction that I want to go here. I'm thinking about J.C. Horn.
I was just about to say him.
I mentioned him earlier too. Yeah.
The
I was-
cornerback.
No,
Say him.
Ty, I wasn't discrediting what you were saying.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what everybody else would think. But
I was looking at. I just was about to say him.
J.C.
Yeah, I think
Horn?
that's the best thing. Yeah.
Philly is selecting that J.C. Horn.
So that works well because look at his father, like who can give him, great knowledge and perspective as far as how receivers like to operate and work. And you look at how many teams that Philly faces that have dynamic wide receivers, that list is just, that's your whole season right there. And so many names on that list are scary as hell. So if JC is ready to make a name for himself, he'll get the opportunity for sure.
That's Joe Horn's son.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Joe Horn's son.
I was today.
There's a lot of sons in this
I was
draft.
today years old. Oh, I know, but that's something I didn't know. I didn't know that, but that's
What?
all right. Then.
I knew some Trav didn't know.
I didn't know that. I promise you, I did not know that. I did not know that.
Let's go.
I was today years old. Find out that J.C. Horn is the son of Joe Horn, aka pull the cell phone out from the goalpost and dial up somebody. Nice celebration, by the way, too. I ain't gonna even lie. That was nice.
So let's
I'm just
talk
glad I
to
didn't do
talk to
Patrick
some people in
Surtain.
the comments right there.
What we got? What
Shouts
we
out to
got?
everybody in the comments. Victor said, "Oh, well, we ain't gonna talk about that." I agree with the Horn pick. Thanks. Yeah. He said like the video. Everybody liked the video for those that are on it. MJ, what's up, bro? You know you got a spot on the show if you would like to jump on. Let me know. Remember when Philly's defense played good against New Orleans and it allowed Hurts to play the game he's used to playing, read options, RPOs, quick passes, etc. He shined. That's true.
Tell
Hey,
MJ to come
hey,
online
you
and
know-
bring a white claw.
Hey, Jeff said Joe Horn was the last thing he liked about the Saints. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, man. Yo, this is funny. Y'all are hilarious.
Joe Horn. Yes, sir. So, did we get the pick in or who's picking?
We have Joshua Lamar Jackson.
You have the Los Angeles Chargers on the board,
Oh,
on the clock.
I love it. With this pick, we got Christian Darrisaw, the tackle from Virginia Tech.
Oh
Or
wow.
Virginia. Is that Virginia? That's Virginia. Virginia Tech. Look,
Virginia
I'm gonna tell
Tech.
y'all this now. He is an extremely gifted player. Listen, hey y'all, I just want y'all to know. Look, just before I even finish the pick, we gotta stop the pick. I got the GOAT on the line with
the
me.
hell?
With me.
Come on, bro.
Oh man, I got
Come
the
on,
GOAT.
bro. All that. Cut some lights on, man. Let's get
Hey.
let's do this right. You see the shirt, always ready, man. Hey, man, I got a driver's knee right now. I ain't drove like 12 hours. I feel like a trucker. All bad, man. But hey, for the culture, man, we hit. We did it. We went there. We went back. So there we at. So talk to me about some NFL shit.
Hey, we getting ready to talk it. So at the end of the day, what we have here is the left tackle from the great Frank Beamer ball spot, Virginia Tech. I don't know. Frank Beamer is no longer there. But that being said, hey, look, I just want to be honest, man. This player is a complete tackle. He's an extremely gifted. He has a very nice quick step. Hands placement can get a little bit better. But you have a solid tackle prospect to develop for the next 3 to 4 years as you put your program together. You got a quarterback. I already said that you are one of the teams on paper that I'm looking forward to this year. You protect your franchise. Justin Herbert. protect Herbert, Mr. Sherbert, as Tanya calls him, and we gonna be in a good spot. I am so excited for this franchise. I just think y'all got it. Now it's time for y'all to do right by y'all players, and y'all can get all of that extra stuff out the way, and maybe y'all can get over this curse. But please do right by y'all players moving forward.
Put the needle
Because
in
that
the right
Tyra,
spot.
I mean,
Put the
staph
needle in the right
infections,
spot.
clean your facilities,
Y'all put
do
me
all
in
that
my
good
spot.
stuff. If I tell y'all this again, I'm taking y'all, and I'm gonna call y'all another thing that y'all probably don't want to be called.
Who is the coach?
Jackass
Who is the
motherfucker.
coach there now?
Yeah.
Who is the coach there now?
It's still Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn is still there?
Yeah, he's still there. But I want y'all to understand that it is not what y'all think it is there moving forward. They need to take care of their facility and their players. Those two things. If y'all take care of those things, it'll take care of you. Take care of your business at the beginning, and it'll help you at the end. Y'all gonna be right there if y'all stay healthy.
Facts.
Period.
And
So
I
the
don't like
next-
people to be cursed. I want everybody to be at their best first. Just act right. Why can't people just act right? Just do what
MJ,
you're supposed to. It's not hard.
They
Y'all
greedy.
make life
They
y'all make
greedy.
life so difficult out here. Just do what you're supposed to do. Simple.
They greedy, MJ. They be greedy, man. They just want
Yeah.
they want to go up higher, and you already high. You right there. That's
Hey,
what
I
it
got
is.
a motto for that, man. It's need over greed. Need to do what you're supposed to do. You don't got to be greedy.
Right.
Focus on what you need and not what somebody else got or the extra. Focus on your need, man.
That's a fact.
okay. As I am getting myself organized real quick.
Sorry.
Who's
Get your-
picking?
get
Who's picking for the Los
The
Angeles
Vikings.
Chargers?
Chargers is already, that's the pick in for them. Minnesota is on the clock. I'm about to tag Joe Maver right now as we speak.
Joe Maver.
My guy, City for Life, is in the building. Let's see if we can get him to jump on, if he can. But look, man, Minnesota, this is another one of my winners. You picking in the middle of the draft. Good looking, Ty. You picking in the middle of the draft. You're picking in a spot where you're gonna get good players. I'm in love with this organization right now where they stand. Why? Not because of anything about the head coaches, because of the players. You have premier players on defense to go along with, man, my God,
Jefferson.
my God, Justin Jefferson. I told y'all he was the truth. Y'all didn't want to listen. It's okay. But they have talent. Now what we have to do is we got to get Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins, that receiving core. We can either build with offensive line. We can either continue to do that there, or we can just continue to expand on what we already have and make our defense better. Now is the time that I would, if I'm anybody, I'm looking at Jason. Oh, wow. I'm looking at him. You already got Danielle Hunter, who is a cyborg. You put them type of athletes and you say, go get bootleg all the time for 60 minutes. Go get bootleg. Go get them. Go get. Hey,
Why are you like this?
go get 12.
You keep him up north in that cold environment. He's already used to it. That's it. I mean, you play in a dome, but you're going to go to Chicago. You're going to go to Green Bay. You're gonna stay in the house and when you play Detroit. I mean, hey man, maybe that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
That's where we need to be looking at right now. I'm going to give Joe a couple seconds because New England is next on the clock.
So Philly picked J.C. Horn.
Yep.
Chargers select Darren the tackle from Virginia Tech, and we're waiting on Minnesota as we speak.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so everybody can see what is currently left on the board and everything else like that. currently left on the board, as you guys can see, of course, the number one player left on my board is Mr. Jason himself, who I was just finished talking about. We're in a situation where Minnesota can expand if they would like as well. I mean, you got receiver help that you can look at. You can also look at a defensive end, and everything else like that, and everything. So I'm interested to see where we can go. Here's another thing that you can do. This is the most interesting part with everything else. I think that the one spot here that they can really, really, really focus on is they can focus and they can say, hey, we want to get another corner to replace Patrick Peterson next year. That's another aspect because you can never have enough corners.
Sauteed.
So that's not a bad case at all right there either. So I'm interested to see where they go here. But the beautiful part is too, for Minnesota, is they can take a left tackle if they would like. If they don't like what they currently have, Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State is a hell of a run blocker, and he is a guy that would add immediate value to this football team. Go ahead, Josh. Remember, your Chiefs are picking a little later, so just come back. Hey, come back. That's what you got to tell us. Sometimes you got to tell them that, man. Got to tell them, come back.
While Joe is waiting on, we waiting on that pick. The upcoming picks coming up is the New England Patriots. Is that New England Patriots? That's
New England is next.
You got New England next.
Yep.
Then you got Arizona, followed by Vegas. One the bet. I gotta go to this stadium real soon. And then we get to see Ty again with Miami. And then you got Washington. So these picks are going to be very interesting. So let's see what happens. And so Minnesota. So we're looking at another offensive lineman, or hey man, Penn State, man. Go with the guy with Penn State. But the look on that face that I just seen, they went a whole different direction. So
Yep.
let us know the pick. Let us know the pick of Minnesota.
We rushed them. That's for sure.
All I'm gonna say is, here. Let me just put it right here. Let me put my cursor where it needs to go.
Oh! I forgot about him. That's the big boy from Bama that we was talking about. Yes.
The Minnesota Vikings have selected Christian Barmore from Alabama.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
you just signed Dalvin Tomlinson in the offseason. You bring him in as well, who is another guy you can develop over these next couple of years. And you still got my guy from Baltimore coming back, Michael Pierce. Man, when we talk about rush defense, this is where we at.
You looking real Washington-like with that. Looking
with
real
corners
Washington.
though, like the corners that they have too. You got to think about that too.
They should have, I was thinking about my guy from Penn State. Secondly, I was thinking about Sartain for Alabama, but they went interior.
Quick question. Who did they still keep Xavier Rhodes, or who was that dude that they picked up at the DB position that I like?
Patrick Peterson and Xavier Rhodes currently plays for the Colts.
Oh, Colt? You mean the Vikings?
Yeah,
no, he plays for the Colts.
Xavier Rhodes played for the Colts.
Okay, and Patrick Peterson
they have
replaced Xavier Rhodes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the double boy, but
Patrick is he's in Minnesota.
Yeah. If you was to ask me who's better, Xavier or Patrick,
That would have man if Sartain had a went there with Patrick Peterson, that would have been great learning experience from a vet.
Well, they invested a lot of draft capital into DBs last year.
Mm-hmm.
They took the kid
They're pretty deep.
from they took Jeff Gladney
Okay.
last year. They took the other kid, Cameron Damsler, last year as well. Both of those guys are now put into perspective of where they'll be playing. So you got a guy that travels, and you got those two guys that can play the boundary.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be interesting to see what they do moving forward.
But I'm not mad at that pick.
Oh no,
I'm not mad at that.
No.
Get to the quarterback. You gotta get to the quarterback.
Absolutely. That's the best thing about this. You play in a division with Aaron Rodgers. Make that team one-dimensional. Tell them you're not running this ball.
Mm-hmm.
You have to throw to beat me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, that's where you go. I like it.
Like it.
Now we got New England.
I'm gonna let you have that one because my guy Mo
Damn,
is
Vic.
not here. My guy Mo ain't here. I need my guy Mo here, man. I need him here for this one.
And they need quite a bit though.
Well, they don't need linebackers because with COVID, they get all their linebackers back. So Dante Hightower is back.
Do they roll the dice on Justin Fields?
This is an interesting time frame to look at this, right? I don't think Bill rolls the dice there because Bill is a defensive guy. And in this situation, in this situation, you have a chance to do something that you haven't had a chance to do in a while, and that's take a tackle who could potentially help you. However, let's have some fun with this. Owe is on the board as well. That's another athlete that you can put in a Bill Belichick system that'll be very, very, very interesting here to talk about.
Old weather player. They get the job done.
Again, you're giving Bill Belichick a cyborg to play defense with.
Jake Jenkins.
Does Tanya or Mr. Masked Man over here have anything they would like to say? We
No,
on
I
the New
can tell
England
you what
Patriots.
For the Patriots, hold on. I want y'all to see my face. You know, I think they should get a wide receiver. They just lost Julian, that guy right there, and then they don't have no help besides that Hurd dude, who I think is trash because I ain't seen him do nothing since he's been here. So.
See, Vic ain't helping right now either. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that Bill, being the guy that he is, he got Judon there now. This gives him a chance to draft a premier talent that he probably wouldn't have the ability to draft. Look at what he's done with Trey Flowers. Look at what he's done with all of these other different guys he's drafted late in the draft. He got a chance to draft a guy like this. We talking 4'3", 6'5", 240 plus pounds, a bull, and overall, we talking one of the most athletic players in this class. This sounds like a Bill Belichick player. Where is Mo when you need him? Shouts out to Chef.
I told you, this he need to be here, man.
So I'll speak on behalf of Mo. Logistically speaking, they're probably going to take that guy.
See,
Don't do it.
that's where we have to be at. What? Huh? Excuse me. They did so. Okay, Ty. They just brought back in Trent Brown. They just traded for Trent Brown and brought him back. Remember, that was the last time Trent Brown played tackle because he never played for the Raiders.
What's up with Belichick? Keep getting these Raiders dudes that lose their value, and then he bring them in and flip them.
I don't know, but he good at it.
He is, but take Jenkins.
Man, why would you take Jenkins over a generational talent?
Cause he my nephew, nigga. Nah, I'm joking.
Long term, man. Long term. You play the long term because one, you don't know how long Cam is going to be a Patriot. You don't know. When you're going to start courting quarterbacks, because obviously New England is going to be in the market for a franchise quarterback, whatever that means to Bill Belichick, we don't know. But you at least want to say to that quarterback, here's what we have for you in place.
Also, too, Belichick's good at seeing talent late, so he probably is not trying to press to get a quarterback that he has to pay a lot of money for first round money. So he probably will find a fifth round guy that can be able to run his system and not fuck it up.
Here's another thing too, Ty. I want you to just factor this in. Just factor this in as well to your decision. If you take Jenkins here, what then do you do with the guy you just paid money for and moved around for with Trent Brown? Jenkins is not going to be a left guard. He's going to be a left tackle.
You do what Belichick does best: leverage.
I think you just want to take Jenkins because I think you're trying to save it for the Dolphins, and that doesn't work here on the scene because you can't trick me. You can't trick the trickster. So with this pick, the New England Patriots select Jason Owen, defensive end, Penn State.
Jerem did what he did.
Yep, sure did. Gang. Now, with that being said, Jerry, my guy Jerry and the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. Hey, man. What do we have to say about this Arizona Cardinal team, man?
Protect Kyler Murray at all costs.
Dude,
the offensive line is not bad.
He gonna get down. That's one thing he's gonna do. He's gonna get down. And did they just add another receiver over there too?
Yep.
That's a good Madden team on the low.
So Arizona. Where you at?
Well, we're getting ready to see. We'll see where Jerry is at. Joe said that Owen was his other choice as well. So I want y'all to know that everybody is looking for them for that right there in itself. Let's see if we can find. Let's get April and Victor ready. So, Ty, as the Dolphins get ready to approach here in 2 picks, what are the things that you are looking at currently for your board coming up?
So Drop Top and I have been going back before. Do we want to add more beef or do we want to do a linebacker? So we're going back and forth about that as far as for this first round for the Dolphins contingency. So I think we're comfortable with who we're leaning towards. We're both on the same page. Like Drop Top and I are in sync. Shout out to Tyshawn, like, you know, he's on the road a lot. I haven't spoke with him too much, but he's pretty active on Twitter, so I know he'll probably agree with our pick too. So I think we're comfortable where we're at, and I think we're doing a good job for as many picks as we do have.
I was about to say, why not get Junior and put him where his daddy was at?
No, sir.
I'm just But that would be cool. That would be cool, though. I mean, for that guy to go back where his daddy started off at.
It's a nice story.
Be a cool story. I mean, we got a cool story in Tampa. We got my guys that won a ring for his daddy. So would have been a cool story. But I agree with you there, Ty. I mean,
so do you? So let's see if we can have anybody there. All right. With that being said, we're gonna see where Jerry is with his pick. Let's see. Anybody have anything that they feel like what direction should the Cardinals go here in this particular draft?
We need a cornerback
They need a corner.
for sure. For sure.
Definitely.
So corner over tackle, corner over anything else? You know, do you think they need another linebacker to go with Isaiah Simmons?
I'm going at protect Kyler Murray at all costs. Yes, like you can bank on him, you know, extending plays and running for his life like a road runner that he is. But he's small, and on top of that, like you have to give him time to at least use his talent that he has. So give him a little time, please.
Okay.
Tackle would be good.
Pick is in. Arizona Cardinals select Patrick Surtain II, cornerback, Alabama. Tanya, that's your boy.
It is my boy.
Let these folks know. How do you feel about that pick?
Good pick. Good pick.
It's needed.
Dude, I think that's a very good pick. They need it. I think he has a lot of stuff he can work on still, but I think that he would be a good fit. But he does have a lot of that he needs to work on himself. But I think starting off he'll be okay.
All right, Trav.
What's the business, fella?
What you thinking, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good right now. I mean, everything is going. I mean, we haven't had any whoa type of picks, but overall, the draft, everybody has picked what they somewhat needed. Was it different players? Maybe, but they still need, man. But overall, everything is going good, man. Everything's going good. I would have liked the story of that young guy going to Miami, but he got picked one draft ahead, which he was actually needed, being that you lost your best corner, and he's at Minnesota. So replace him immediately. And he's gonna get touched up. So good luck to that young fella.
So now, Las Vegas. So we're just gonna be honest. Let's see. We'll see if we can get in contact with Victor. But otherwise, with those things being said, what we have left here on the board that's really, really interesting moving forward with this pick with the Raiders is we got wide receivers that are available here all throughout the board. We still got defensive ends here that we can pick. Obviously, you got running back already. What direction do we think that this team needs to take? I think defensively, they have to get a linebacker here. And the reason why I say they have to get a linebacker is because this team just does not have anything on the defensive side of the ball that tackles. They don't have anything. We need more guys that are going to be able to tackle moving forward. They need this help. I'm looking at the kid from Notre Dame here. I'm looking at Jeremiah. I think he would be a very, very great addition here. He should be the pick here. If Victor or whatever the case is, if he's not available, that'll probably be the pick that I'll make here in a couple of minutes. But those are the things that I'm looking at moving forward. I think altogether we have to remember that there are a lot of things that we are going to see from this team moving forward that they have talent wise. Running backs, you have those. You have some pretty good players on the outside there with Hunter Renfro, who I think is a very, very good guy to working with the slot and things of that nature. Darren Waller, I think he's a very, very good player as well. Offensive line wise, they are revamping the offensive line. So this could be one of those times where you say, hey, maybe you want to take Jenkins here as well. That's also another guy. So moving forward, Ty, I mean, what are some of the tie through? I mean, what you thinking?
So with the Las Vegas Raiders, I will say if you can take, Jeremiah, that's great. But don't miss out on Jenkins. Like if he's available, take him. Like I know I've said that, back to back, but there's a reason for that. So you have to take Jenkins. If I'm the Raiders contingency, I think you need to take him.
Well, we got a couple minutes here left for the pick as the Miami Dolphins are getting ready to come up on the clock. I think y'all pick is going to be made fairly easy for y'all because I think I already know which direction y'all going. I think that the Dolphins is probably going to end up taking Elijah Moore here as well. I think they're going to double up on receivers. But I just
don't know what we're doing,
Jeremy.
You don't know what we're doing.
I just kind of know how both of y'all think. So I mean, it's just I kind of know y'all both very, very well.
Oh, so Jeremy, I have to ask you though, do you think the Raiders miss Trent Brown?
No, because he really didn't play a lot for him. And they drafted Colton Miller, who they wanted to play a big role at the left tackle spot. He just never materialized and they moved him around on the line. So those are the things that you look at when it comes down to stuff like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Where is it at? Raiders.
Still feels weird saying Las Vegas Raiders. Like it doesn't sound right to me. For me personally.
It doesn't necessarily make me any difference, to be honest. The reason why is because they kind of that's just one of them teams that just kind of are what they are.
I mean, I don't. You go from Oakland to LA to Las Vegas. Like, what's next? Come on.
Yeah. Do you feel like? Let me ask you this. Do you feel like them going to Oakland was the best move for the franchise?
I understand why it happened, but no, I don't think it was the best move, but I understood it. But for whatever reason, the Raiders will always have a lot of love and loyalty. Like the Black Hole is loyal. So I have family ties with the Black Hole. So the Raiders could move anywhere. They could move out of the country and there would still be love in California for the Raiders. Why? I don't know. It's just that loyalty that is.
Well, it's that guy. He has his own tombstone and own fire still lit there to this day. Al Davis set that standard for them to be loved. Al Davis done revolutionary things as far as, especially with Black African athletes at skill positions, like a quarterback. It's one of the few that had one that's a quarterback. That's Al Davis. No matter what, folks who are Raider fans and people who respect the Raiders, it's not because of John Madden. It's not because of all these other folks. It's Al Davis. Al Davis, the first
excellence.
Exactly. First, somebody to go against the league on their rules and won. Took it to the Supreme Court and won. Say what you want about Al Davis, but dude is a revolution. You don't tell the story of football without talking about Al Davis. You don't.
Shout out to be the first to shout out to the history that the Raiders have with fighting civil rights and everything of that nature. Al Davis was that dude. Art Shell, he was the first head coach.
Yes. And who put him there?
Al Davis.
Exactly.
Just win, baby.
Just win.
So the Raiders select linebacker Jeremiah Awusu Kamara. Well, I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, I can't say no names.
You said it right.
I'm just never
You
good.
said it close. Komora or something, but you're good. You're good.
It's
yes.
Cora Moore.
Mia Moore, Cora Moore. Okay, gotcha. But let me just put this into perspective of why this is an excellent pick and why this is the best pick. You need a guy that you plug into your defense to help John Abrams under safety. John Abrams is going to have his back broken.
The way he be hitting folks, Lord have mercy.
But also to not only mention that part of it, what makes it worse is not only is he going to have that situation going for him, you still got to factor in the fact that your safety should never be leading you in tackles. It just should never happen. So we're in a situation at itself where it's like, yo, how does that even work? How does that work?
I seen that dude get hurt. He was going after a pass. And you know how the little hijack deal where the guy stands on the camera looking down on the field. He was stuck up under one of them things. I'm like, dude, he's semi-reckless. He's semi-reckless out there. Ain't that the boy from Mississippi State?
No.
Abrams?
Wait.
Yeah, that's safety. Yes, that's Mississippi State. Yeah, he's from Mississippi State. So I know he crazy.
Oh, okay. Because he's from Mississippi State.
Because
he's from Mississippi State.
Even Starsville. Yeah, he crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, Miami is up. And speaking of Mississippi State, Elijah, Ole Miss. Ole Miss, I mean, Ty don't finna get, man, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. You gotta get him, man. You gotta get him. You gotta.
Yeah, do you know how many receivers we have, man?
One of them gonna have to go. One of them gonna have to go. You got Parker, and then if you get Jamar Chase, what you got? Little Gant too, Grant. Do y'all still got him? The little speedster, number 10.
Let me check. I know. Then we got Fuller,
and you got Fuller. So you add Jamar Chase.
I mean, here's what you can do. I think knowing him and Colton, they're probably gonna take Javonte Williams from North Carolina. Because he's the guy that gives them the next dimension as a run, that gives them the running game that they probably would like moving forward. But also on top of that, he gives them Tua that weapon that he can use and utilize in the short passing game. Because, that's where Tua throws, short.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like his stature in the pocket, short.
Jeremy.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
You gonna stop. She gonna make you stop now.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like his pocket, like his stature in the pocket, short.
Tua won a national championship with the Heisman Trophy. He won it, and he threw that, and that ball was pretty deep to the Heisman Trophy winner that just won it, and he was just a freshman. Am I correct on that?
Catch me off camera. Yes. Okay. Catch me off camera.
That was Smith that caught that game winning touchdown against Georgia in the Superdome.
Yeah, but that still don't mean he any good.
It means he's good enough.
Well, so with that being said,
Our pick is in though. We have a pick.
And
So first of all, I'm gonna throw a chair before I announce our pick because Jeremy, you're right. Like we had names on the board that were both taken. One of them being Mr. Jason himself of Penn State. I wanted Jason.
mm-hmm.
Drop Top wanted Jason. And so you were right. You were right. I hate you. But actually, we were hoping we could get Jeremiah. So with Jeremiah being taken, that's arguably the best line.
He would have been fun to watch with Baker, man. He would have been that would have been fun to watch.
That's what we wanted. And because of that, Drop Top and I are taking, a consolation prize, so to speak. But he's a good player. He's a two-time All-American. We're going to go out of Missouri, Nick Bolton.
Oh, I like this one. You know what? He's a run gap. He's a gap filler. That means he sees a gap, he shoots it. That's the perfect type of linebacker for this system because now you get a guy that he's going to hit people consistently. He's going to be very engaged in your running game and your rushing defense. I like this pick. I think it's a pretty good one. And the thing about it that I think a lot of people are not really hip to is this is one of those players where they're not going to wow you with a bunch of crazy numbers. They're not going to wow you with stuff like that. They're just going to make the right plays. That's what you're getting with this guy, consistency. Good pick, y'all.
Yeah.
What was the determining factor of why you picked him?
Well, just because Jeremiah was off the board, and like I said, it was a consolation prize, but you can't, discredit Nick's resume. I mean, back-to-back all-time SEC, and then he had, the All-American second team, honors, in the COVID season. So he played well in a shortened season. So we need, talent. He's a little bit on the smaller side, but he's stocky. So, I definitely think that he'll fit our system well. And Drop Top and I agree that, that was a good consolation prize for losing out on the Jason and Jeremiah sweepstakes because of Jerm, honestly. Take Jenkins, New England. If you take Jenkins, I would have been happy.
So now that we got Miami out the way, Joe is back on the clock with his actual team. Jeff, JOK will be a very interesting player for the years to come. I do think he's a really, really, really outstanding player. As we get ready to come forth for the Washington football team, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is gonna be the time where we're gonna start to see some of these other guys coming off the board. I'm interested to see what they do. At this stage, it may be a tackle that may be in their best interest. I'm interested to see what they do here. I want to see what Joe has for us.
You want to give a gunslinger like Fitzpatrick some protection? Ugh. That would be very interesting because they're tight end number 82 and McLaurin. Them guys are special.
And they also bringing in Antonio Gibson from last year as well. He'll be back to go along with McKissick. And they also have added this year to that, and they added a guy. The guy that they added was actually Curtis Samuels that we talked about before. So now you got a lot of guys that you're going to be able to make some things happen with.
Curtis Samuel? What number is that?
They got Samuel. They got him from. That's what I thought that he was. Curtis Samuels was still at Carolina, but that's why he's at Washington now. So yes.
Oh.
Wow. Washington is going to be a very interesting team in that NFC East.
They might win that division
again.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: as long as the Cowboys got Dak, Cowboys are the best team in the division.
Yeah, the Cowboys defense is though. So
But the Redskins just have a defense, so it's you know, I mean, we hoping that the offense does better. The thing is, the defensive line is where they are invested.
Right.
That's where we have to see if we can combat things. That means you have to be able to run the ball. Dallas will still run the ball because they have Ezekiel Elliott. They're still going to run the ball 25 times a game. They don't have any choice. They have to. You have one of the 3 best backs in football. You have to run the football.
You ain't pay him for nothing either. You paid him to do a job, and that's why you got to invest in that line. And that's why that was a good pick for the Dallas to get their offensive lineman. So
that's the beautiful part about it. You know what I'm saying? They literally, we can say right now, all of these teams have picked for need. Nobody's reached, jumped outside the box.
Right.
Because on draft day, y'all know people about to be out of the box.
Man,
out of the box.
They gonna man, you're gonna see like the 6th pick in the draft, you're gonna see somebody from Rutgers get picked.
So long, farewell, till we meet again.
Man, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone.
And sing together in the
I'm
box.
glad you said it, Trav. I'm glad you said
to say goodbye.
Wow.
Speaking of that song, did you see the video to where they was like their younger self and then they got them on their older self on a Zoom? And they ain't changed that much. They kind of aged pretty well, but I got tired of that.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. That whole out of the box thing, why I loved it so much, was because people need to understand that out of the box thing was fun. It was just a fun show. But why it's teaching you to think outside of the box, giving you something more unconventional. You know what I'm saying? Just the way they used to create the beat. Dude had 2 dry sponges and was doing the little outro song the one time. I was like, okay, man. I like it. They're like on tour.
Hey, man. And Washington.
Hey, look. Big Jeff said, Trav said Ron Harper Jr. gonna get drafted at tight end on day 2.
He probably is. Hey, man, you know what? Those type of players are your best tight ends. Those type of players are your best tight ends. They be the ones that be like, well, I'm okay playing basketball, but I'm at 6'6", 6'7", 240. I can run. I can jump. Them be the best tight ends. Notice your best tight ends all play basketball, like Antonio Gates, Tony G. At one time, you had old boy in New Orleans, Jimmy Graham. All them guys was hooping. What's my guy that's playing ball right now? He was a hooper. I can't think of the team he was.
Who you talking about? Who was the player?
I'm trying to think.
Didn't Tony G play basketball?
Tony G played for Cal Berkeley. He played for the Bears. Tony Antonio Gates.
I know he played at Kent State.
Yeah, Gates. What's the boy? Mo Alley Cox. He was a basketball player.
Oh yeah. Mo Alley was a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Next to it, so Tanya, we got right now. Joe is probably gonna jump on for a sec too. Tanya, who are the next 3 people picking after the Washington the Washington football team?
That boy about to say that. Boy, you about to get censored.
We have the Chicago Bears, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, so we need to see let's see if we can find our guys and see where they are at. But everybody has been texted, so we can try to make this move along. The guy who's going to get ready to make this pick is coming up on the screen now. Mr. Maver himself.
Joe!
For life!
Ladies and gentlemen, for life! That's for Zach, specifically.
Yeah.
What's
Sure.
up?
Yep. So, hey, man, this is your opportunity, bro. Let's talk about the Washington football team. I like Curtis Samuels. I think he's a good player for what you guys want to do moving forward. Fitz magic. Some call it magic. In my Disney, that's my Disney song right there for y'all.
I see you.
I think he got it. I
Wow.
think that'll be an interesting thing for us to look into this year. McKissick and Antonio Gibson are very, very serviceable for you guys.
Yes, sir.
And y'all also got, Terry McLaurin. I think I adored the player. I thought he was excellent. Y'all got him for a steal.
No,
So
he didn't.
then did y'all added some things besides that. So how are you feeling about the state of your franchise right now, brother?
So people were thinking offensive tackle might be the move. Maybe we got a guest back there, by the way.
Hi, hi, niece.
He wave. So we were thinking tackle might be the choice. Some of my boys were saying Justin Fields might be the pick here, but we are going to give Fitzmagic some more weapons, and we're going to stop Jalen Waddle from the fall here. And Washington is going to take another wide receiver, and we're going to stick Mr. Curtis Samuel in the slot and give us additional weapons.
So y'all heard it here first. Jalen Waddle was the pick. Wide receiver, special teamer from Bama. And let me tell you something. This is probably, and just to give you some analysis here, Jalen Waddle is the most explosive player in this class. When I say explosive, you know that little dead leg juke that everybody think that Jerry Jeudy did? No, he got it from him. He did it first. Just so y'all know, he did that as a freshman. After that, that's when Jerry Jeudy incorporated that. So the dead leg juke is actually Waddle's move. Just an FYI. Tanya's nodding in agreement because I did my homework. Yes, I know about the dead leg juke. So he do it better too, by the way.
This man won a national championship with a broke leg, man.
Listen, he is so explosive that is scary. Every time the ball touches his hands, he's a threat to score. The only thing you need for this guy to do is stay healthy. Natural hands catcher. He's very, very good and underrated as a blocker. Joe, I think this is a great pick, man. I think you can do a lot with him. And with your offense that you currently are using, having all these guys with multifaceted talents.
That's right up Scott Turner's alley right there.
And that's what you're going to have to do. Scott Turner, also, who is Scott Turner's predecessor? North. So now you guys will know what the Washington football team is going to be all about. That's going to be interesting. Joe, you can stick around for a second here as we get ready to go to the next pick if you would like. But that is the pick. We got Jalen Waddle. Tanya, man, I'm going to let you say something about your boy. Go ahead. Waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle, baby. Waddle. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there. Hey, everybody is looking at me like this dude is dumb. Probably. Hey, let's go.
I don't know. This class is so special to me. I don't even know why, but Jalen is my favorite. He is my absolute favorite. To me, out of all the receivers that we've had, I'm talking about Julio, I'm talking about Coop, I'm talking about all of them. He's the best to me. Just all around. To me. That's just my personal thing. But I think I don't know about him going to Washington, but I'll be okay with it. I'll support it. I mean, I'm all right.
Like Jern was saying before. I mean, he fits. He fits that mold. Yes, yeah. He fits that mold of a Washington guy because again, you look at McLaurin.
Yeah,
is the only one that's like somewhat of his position. Like I'm a wide receiver. I'll come in as a wide receiver. You look at that tight end they got. He was a quarterback at Virginia Tech.
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas was a quarterback. You look at that backfield. Antonio Gibson was a wide receiver at the University of Memphis. They converted him to a running back. McKissick was a wide receiver. They turned into a running back. You get this guy who can kick return, punt return, and play wide receiver at a skill, a high skill. This fits them. And best believe they got a quarterback that ain't scared.
To throw it at all.
He is not scared.
He's not scared.
He's going to throw some picks. Believe that. He's going to give that ball away at least 13 times this season. But one thing about it, he gonna give your team a chance to win.
Jerry is loving that pick.
The thing is, if Fitzpatrick can put it there, Waddle gonna get it. That's the fact.
And another thing too, now this gives you another dimension with your crossing routes. They do a lot of crossing routes in this offense. So now you got a lot of things that you're gonna do: mesh concepts, crossing routes. When the mesh concept happens now, you now can run a mesh concept with those two guys, and now we can force action with getting McLaurin one-on-one. That's going to be a big thing here. Joe, they no longer can double Terry. They have to now. Terry has to be a factor in the game.
He can be explosive at all times.
And Terry's putting up numbers with 2 straight years of having 3 different quarterbacks throw him the ball, none of which were any good at pushing the ball down the field. Alex Smith was the best one, and his claim to fame with us was just dump offs and intermediate routes. So now we have someone in Fitzmagic that will actually throw the ball down the field, and the offensive line, which is what some people have us picking in the second half of the year, once they got some stability with the same group of 5 going, they were doing a great job. They were blocking well. It's just the quarterback wasn't able to deliver the ball to the places that we needed to. So with him still sitting there, it seemed like a pretty no-brainer to me.
Value. It's about value sometimes in the draft. And if you have this guy ranked a little bit higher than the tackle, there's nothing wrong with that. Because the tackle, we're talking about now I want y'all to make sure you understand this. We're talking about the second or third tackle on the board. Not the first guy, not the guy that you said was the best. We're talking about the second or third guy on most people's boards. He may be 4th on other people's boards, but you're talking about a guy that some people are not sold on because he has some questions in the pass protection area. So we're gonna get a run blocker, but Washington wants to do a little bit of everything. So if they feel like they're in a good spot, take the best player available and see what you get. It's looking pretty good, man. So Joe, hey man, is there anybody that you're still surprised is still on the big board as we get ready to take a look at it here?
He was number 1 on my list, which is why as far as people who I was surprised were still there. So that was a big one for me.
As we get ready to take a nice view of the big board that is left, we got Elijah Moore still on the board here. Great player there. Aziz from Georgia. He is a very, very explosive athlete. We got all of the running backs available to go along with Rondale Moore, who's another explosive athlete. Justin Fields. This is why I said he's going to be a top 25 player, but he's going to be around in this area, in my opinion, for a lot of organizations, unless teams decide they want to take him early. Chicago, it's not a bad idea to look at this guy. Hopefully my guy Leon gets back with me. If he gets back with me in time, we can get him in and get him out. Indianapolis is coming up as well, and they're going to probably end up taking the best player available for themselves. But it's some really, really good talent here on this board. And as we start getting later in the first round, we have to remember part of some of these things that we're looking at is we're looking at fit, and we're looking at what teams may need and where they have them, located on their draft boards. So make sure you always understand, just because I may have a guy like Kadarius Toney from Florida ranked as my 39th rated player, that doesn't mean that wasn't a first round grade for some team. First round grades, they come out in different ways for different teams, depending on what your scheme is and what you like to do. So those are the players that are still left and up on the board as we come back. So
hey, let me one more thing about Washington. For some odd reason, well, it ain't odd, but whenever Fitzpatrick messes up or they ain't got no faith, they got faith in Heineken. For some odd reason,
sir. Yes,
they got
sir.
faith.
Absolutely.
They got faith in him. And he
Yes, sir.
almost pulled a rabbit out the hat that first round
He almost did it. Yeah.
because Tampa was not expecting it. And dude did pretty doggone good. They did pretty good. So I mean, I like the quarterback, and Fitzpatrick gonna start. That's wonderful. That Washington team is gonna be good. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be a team to watch. But don't get surprised if they put Heineken out there and he still produce with the folks that he got, and especially if they get Waddle, he know how to get them guys. The guy got pocket presence. He know how to get out the pocket. He know how to throw. He can run too. So that Waddle pick would be a good pick for Washington. Mm-hmm.
This is going to be very, very interesting with the next pick in the draft. Chicago selects quarterback Justin Fields, Ohio State.
Oh,
Wow.
Listen, you can't. Listen, one thing you can't replace is you can't replace the absolute understanding of intrigue. Why? This is a Matt Nagy player. So if you said that you feel like this offensive line is good, you said that you feel like you have everything that you need to have, guess what you get? You get a quarterback that if you protect him and you let him go through his progressions, that he may be a good fit for you. Also, you like to move and you like to run, you like to do all these different things. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably the only team that I'll say should probably pick Justin and see what's getting ready to go on with this team. I'm gonna be real with y'all. We kind of in a good spot right here for Justin Fields. Tanya, what you think as we go to Trav next?
I'm not surprised because I mean they really don't. This is really something that they need. I mean, he's not a bad. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, it'll be interesting because I feel like he has weapons. I want to see how they're going to use him. Like, are they going to start him or are
We losing you.
Tanya
have
kind of stuck on us. Me personally, Chicago. She trying to fight back. Fight back, Tanya. Fight back.
Fight back, Ski Mask.
Fight back, Tanya. Fight back. But while she get herself together, there she go. But with
what
Chicago,
happened? I cut out. I'm sorry.
you kind of. I got you though. I got you. Did High Long son that was the tackle for Chicago? Did he go to Kansas City or something like that?
Yep.
Did they pick him up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Long sure did.
Yep.
Hey, nothing wrong with getting a quarterback like Justin Fields. Because one thing about Chicago, they don't believe in quarterbacks that look like me. Sorry to say it, they just don't. Which is true. Yet, at the same time, I think he has his trust in Trubisky. So, if you have this type of trust in Mitch Trubisky, why not protect him? Your number one left tackle is gone. You needed the offensive lineman. But if you get him, you get Justin Fields, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, in the real draft, well, I ain't saying that's a real draft, but I would have chosen a offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I would have chosen offensive lineman. But understand, Justin Fields, you give him a chance. He didn't check all the marks for you, and you still got Trubisky at a type line that you ain't got that much patience for. To be honest, Chicago, y'all still fighting an uphill battle from 2017. That's just the bottom line. You're still fighting that battle. Until you unhash that mistake, you're gonna honestly be picking. You're gonna be 3 years behind with your picks, regardless.
So we got a couple picks getting ready to come right down the line here as we go. I just want to say, man, Justin Fields is the right pick here for Chicago for a lot of different reasons. But the big thing here is, man, we gotta start to understand a lot of these teams that we are talking about are a couple players away in which you can talk about the things that they need, and a lot of these teams need. For example, Chicago needs a quarterback. The offensive line is going to have to be something that they're going to have to improve as we go. You're going to have to improve it as you go. Sometimes continuity is the best thing. Jerry, your question was, is Justin Fields better than Mitch Trubisky today? The answer to that question is they're equal. But the answer also to that question is you buy yourself 4 to 5 more years because you have a quarterback on a rookie contract. That's the key. So if you can get just a bare minimum out of him, you're going to be in a good spot for you to be able to do your thing. So let's just see what happens. Let's see where we go and go from there. The Colts with the next pick select tackle Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State. Gerard was on the clock and his pick is already in as well. I want y'all
That's typical of the Colts. They believe in that offensive line, and they're gonna continue to get and improve in it. So,
with those things being said, Jenkins is the right pick here. Why? Because what do you have? You got Carson Wentz, and you have Quentin Nelson. Jay Hammer say this all the time, and this is what he always say. I ain't never seen a white boy named Quentin. That's what he always say. So at the end of the day, they got Quentin. This is going to be one of those times that we have to just call it what it is moving forward. I love this pick here because it just makes the most sense right now for this particular organization. So great pick for them. As Jerry sends me his pick here coming up, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a real interesting situation. And Big Jeff, I'm going to say this to you. This situation feels really eerily similar because Dalton, for some reason, this is not the first time that Dalton or somebody like Fitzpatrick or somebody under the mold of Alex Smith has had to be a guy or a bridge to one of these younger guys. So don't be shocked if this really does happen in real life, if Fields ends up overtaking Dalton at some point on the field. Don't be shocked.
Ooh.
So we have the Titans now on the clock. Their pick is already in. Oh man, we rolling. We cooking. We're cooking with the grease now. We got the grease now.
We on the Titans, right?
Yes, the Titans.
Did old boy just leave?
Titans have selected Terrence Marshall, LSU. So this is why this is interesting, right? Terrence Marshall is a 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver who is going to be very interested in the NFL because he can play the X position. However, here's where this becomes interesting. You just let go of Corey Davis. Correct. So this gives you another guy that you don't have to pay for an extended amount of time. But I want to see where they go with this, pick moving forward. You did need another receiver, but you get another guy with straight end speed that you can utilize moving forward. So I'm here for this. I'm excited for this. I don't know how you feel, Trav, but let's hear what you got.
Before I talk about Tennessee, because I knew that pick. I thought it was going to be Elijah Moore. because I thought they were gonna put an Ole Miss connection on to that. Being AJ Brown's for Ole Miss, do that from Ole Miss would have been a little connection. But I do understand that pick. But I'm gonna go back to the Bears for a second, and we just flat out forgot. Mitchell Trubisky is at Buffalo.
Oh, I mean, it really
Mitchell Trubisky is at Buffalo. So with that pick of Justin Fields, get it. It may be a good pick overall for them to get a quarterback as such. But yes, I thought they was gonna go Elijah Moore with their Tennessee pick. But I do understand you got that guy. You got size, speed, can catch, athleticism. Dude's good. Dude is good. So I like the pick.
Absolutely. I'm with you. As we get ready moving forward, Jacksonville is going to be next up on the clock after this next pick coming up. But here's something interesting. We got two people who are on the screen currently on the scene getting ready to make a pick for their team. So with that being said, Steelers contingency, you are allowed to argue amongst yourselves or I like to see it.
Thing about that is we've already decided. My little brother about to give our pick. Go ahead.
Oh my.
we stay ready. We stay ready.
Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Or we
Come on,
doing the
brother.
Jets thing?
Hey, before anything, did the Jets pick?
No, we're on the Jets now.
Oh, the
We're
Jets.
about them, though, so they can have
my
y'all
bad, my
pick.
bad, my bad. I got the pick already for the Jets. The Jets select Najee Harris, running back, Alabama. Power running game. Ain't nothing really you can say to that. It is what it is. Go ahead, Tanya. Go ahead.
She don't like it. Because she wanted him.
No, because that wasn't our pick. So I'm not mad at it. That wasn't our pick anyway.
Okay.
But you want to know why this is fun? Because two of your Bama boys are going to the Jets. Mac Wilson and Najee Harris are the picks for the Jets.
That makes the Jets better immediately.
It does. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You ready with our pick, Jaquan?
Yes. The Pittsburgh Steelers select cornerback Elijah Molden.
Cornerback safety, Elijah Moe. Oh, now listen. I'm gonna tell y'all why I like Elijah, right? Elijah can play everywhere. So, Jaquan, I told you about this player earlier. What did you like about him the most?
Well, first of all, we need that help on the back end. Let's start off with that. Because us losing Mike Hilton is definitely going to be the downfall. But him coming will complete that, and it will help out Mika as well. And he can play different positions. He moved the way he moves around the field and stuff like that. So I like that.
Tanya, did you get a chance to look at this one?
I looked at him a little bit. I didn't get to I read up on him, but I didn't really get to watch a lot of it. But I like he's very versatile, and that's what I like, because it's like if we have to make adjustments, halftime adjustments, whatever, he can do it because he knows how to do all of that. So I like him. I do like him. I am gonna watch some more of him though, but I like the pick.
Absolutely. And then my guy right here, my guy Leon. He hit me up. He said he was running a little late. So we're gonna let him make the picks here for Jacksonville, just so we can have a little fun with it. Dennis King is coming up.
Preaching man. So who on the clock? Who on the clock again?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville.
and then Baltimore after that.
Yep, Baltimore is after that.
Okay.
So let me see where Mr. King is.
How did we
see-
skip over Baltimore?
I see. Jeremy,
Yes,
Liam made his pick.
I see it. I'm just trying to tag Dennis real quick, see where he at.
Yeah, where my pen go? Okay.
Right. So now with the next pick in the draft, the Jacksonville Jags select Landon Dickerson, center from Alabama. This pick right here, what I like about this pick the most is this is one of those situations where you pick the player that you feel fits what you're trying to do moving forward. The players that they have on this Jacksonville teams, you get yourself a center. He's a bigger center, obviously, than your average guy, being him that he's 6'5", but he gives you a guy that either he's going to play center or he'll play guard. He can play a couple of different positions for you on the offensive line. And he's a guy who can create a lot of big holes. He's going to be a guy you're going to integrate later in the year. Why? Because he's coming off an ACL injury. But the big thing here is this is a solid pick for a team that could use any type of presence on the interior part of their offensive line. Tanya, as we get ready here for the Views pick here coming up, which is the Cleveland Browns. How do you feel about Landon?
That's my guy. You know that. I think that's a good pick because I feel like, Jacksonville, they didn't need a whole lot of pieces, to be honest. So I think that's good for them because they got who? They got Zach, right? So you got Zach and you got Landon. I think that's I think they starting off, they look better already.
I don't
But
disagree.
he gotta stay healthy though.
That is true.
He gotta
That's
stay healthy.
true.
Because he a big dude. So when he is injured, he is, so I think they gotta do something. He gotta be healthy though. He'll have to do a lot of workout.
All right, let's see. We're gonna see how he goes as we get ready to get the views from the 22 pick.
And we're talking about Cleveland, correct?
Yep.
We picking for Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So who was our last pick for Cleveland? Who did Cleveland pick up? Or did they pick up anybody?
So
What was
Cleveland is in a situation where they pretty much can take the best player available. They don't have to overdo it. They got running backs. They have offensive line. The offensive line is sold up. If they're looking at anything here, I would tell them to continue to build upon the talent that they already have. They're in a good spot, man. They can take a defensive end here, and can continue to have the pass rush and things like that. They got Clowney for a year, so that's gonna be interesting. They can also take a luxury pick, which is a wide receiver here if they wanted to, because Odell and Jarvis can both be cap casualties next year, considering that both of them are over $15 million a season. So one of those guys could go, or both of them can go. But adding a guy like Elijah Moore or Rondale Moore wouldn't be a bad idea here either. To go along with all those things, when in doubt, beef is always a good thing because you can, like I said, add defensive end. We got guys like Kawiti Payne from Michigan. We also have AZs from Georgia, who's another athletic freak. But also, if we want to look at this from another perspective, Zaven Collins from Tulsa is a very intriguing player. Gives you a strong side linebacker that you can look into. That'll be a nice player. He can potentially be an every down player as well. He shows a lot of good things. but as well as that, he gives you that ability for him at 6'4", 260 pounds, where he may be a guy that can put some pressure on some people as well. So I'm interested to see what happens, but that's where we are right now.
Jerm,
Fellas.
that is the guy that I was looking at. Why? I mean, you got a freak on one side, you got a freak on the other side. Why not put another dynamic freak right there on it that's covering them on either side within Collins. That was how I was thinking on the defensive side with that linebacker. Yes, Collins. I think Collins is at peak.
I'm with you.
I think Collins is that pick for real. I mean, dude he's a freak. I mean, you got number 95 that's playing Space Jam. One thing we gonna do, we gonna ban that dude off of any basketball court. I don't want to see that dude dunking the ball, doing a 360 or windmill. I don't need to see number 95 for Cleveland playing basketball. No, it's not fair because dude is doing basketball stuff with ease. That's how good this dude is.
Yep, he is.
He's a freak. Then you got Clowney. You have him too? Yeah, hey man, make that run, Cleveland. Make that run. I think you should get Collins.
Collins wouldn't be a bad pick here. I'm gonna tell you that now. Also, we are also working on all of the other people here who are also gonna be picking. So we got Dennis. We got the last couple picks that's gonna be coming right back to back. I want everybody to be ready for that. On this particular pick, I'm waiting for Vic here a couple more seconds, then I'm gonna make the pick. Hey man, it's really, 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 really interesting to see what direction Vic would like to go with this pick. I'm gonna be honest. Tyrell, you're Cleveland with all of the offseason moves that you've made. What do you feel they should do right here?
We're going to skate to one song and one song only, defense. So you add, whoever is best talent available defensively and focus on that. So that's what I would do if I was Cleveland.
Kev Watson, get ready because it's going to be coming down. It's coming. It's going to be coming at you guys fast. I don't know, man. This is hard for Cleveland, man, because so many different directions you can go there. You can never have enough linebackers, I guess, because you need them for special teams. You can never have enough pass rushers. Oh man, this is
a tough wide receiver though. Are they going to take a wide receiver? Are they going to do it?
They are in. It wouldn't even matter at this point. You're just trying to get the best player possible. Wide receiver would be something because, again, like you said, OBJ and the other one and
Jarvis, they on their last leg contract wise. So Elijah Moore could be there. But me personally, I'm going linebacker. I'm going Collins. I'm going Collins. Because my offense is going to be fine. As you've seen, when 13 left, number 24 and 27 was still kicking. My offensive line did their job. I need somebody to stop a Kansas City. I need somebody that can go to Pittsburgh that can can win a game there.
All right, wait a minute. Hold up.
Defensively.
You're going too far, Trav. You're going too far.
Yeah, come on now. Don't be
But
doing
did
that.
they? But we're gonna tell the truth if we on views from the 22.
The truth is that ain't gonna happen.
What did they do when they went to Pittsburgh Because
We
one
was-
thing, because y'all falling in the trap of how I always look at things. If you had to take care of your business at the beginning, you wouldn't have been have to worry about the business at the end. And what did Pittsburgh did not do? They did not take care of their business because they supposed to be smoked the Browns' boots so they wouldn't have to play them that first round.
We set our
Speaking of
start.
truth,
Well, first
That's
of
your
all,
fault.
we didn't have. We had to sit our quarterback down because we didn't have a bye week. He was playing 15 weeks straight, so we had to sit him on down.
You got to
That
beat them.
part.
You got to beat them.
And
You
that
gotta-
ain't
you
our
gotta-
fault.
You got to come to
that's not
play.
our fault. That's not
That's
our fault.
okay. We see them next year. We want all the smoke.
I
That's-
love Tomlin.
Wait a minute. That's Tennessee's fault because nobody told him to get Rona.
I love Tomlin.
That's the Titans' fault that we didn't
I
get a
love
body.
Tomlin. But one decision he did not make that was good. He's supposed to put them out there to beat Cleveland.
So let me ask you something. You would have put
Who
your
was gonna be?
38-year-old quarterback.
Who was gonna be that we ain't got no quarterback besides Ben? Who else we got?
You got to do something. You got to win that game.
Who else we got? We ain't got no quarterback.
That's all right though. We gained that first little playoff win since forever, but that's fine. We'll see them again next year. We
But
smoke.
why? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why not Cleveland draft another quarterback this year though?
You said why not what?
Cleveland should draft. Not Cleveland. Pittsburgh should draft another quarterback this year.
Well, you got to talk to Kevin and them. Do you want his number?
I'm just saying.
You can call Pittsburgh.
We don't want Ben. We don't want Ben in this position again, where we sit him and we hurt.
Well, Ben wasn't hurt. He played 15 weeks straight. He had no bye week, so we had to sit down. We did what was best for the Hall of Fame quarterback.
You may need a quarterback. Just a little tad bit of.
This ain't about Pittsburgh though. This is about the Cleveland Browns.
But that's how it came about because Cleveland is in a good position because they have an antidote of beating the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I wouldn't say that. That's a shame.
If you can run the ball and Bud Dupree is not Dupree ain't there no more, right?
Don't let that last playoff game think that that's going to always be the solution to beat us.
I don't know about that last little stretch y'all went on.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying now. That last little stretch you went on, it did look good. And it all started with TikTok Juju Smith. Got hit.
It all started with the run game. That's what it started with.
That's what That's what the fuck we not gonna do. That's what the fuck we not gonna do. It started with no bye week. It started with playing 3 games in 12 days. It started with losing 3 defensive starters. That's where it started.
That's where it started.
Juju got hit against Cincinnati, and that was it.
Oh, that wasn't it.
That started.
Oh, he trying to throw. Okay.
That's not what started.
Fournette.
He trying to throw shade because this is the first time his team that won since 2000. And that's cool. That's cool, Trav.
Yeah, that's cool. He throwing his shade today.
But Cleveland should get a linebacker and they can go anywhere and play anybody and handle their business.
Yeah, they always do good on paper.
Well.
But go ahead. What was you about to say, Jern?
What happened?
What was you about to say? Because they had tried to come for the Steelers.
I see. Well, we was y'all stay ready, so y'all don't never have to get ready.
You already know.
So Dennis, I'm waiting on Dennis.
Travis about to get banked. He don't even know it.
Cleveland selects linebacker Zaven Collins from Tulsa. I went ahead and made the pick. At the end of the day, it just makes the most sense. Mm-hmm. Continue to build on a unit that you're continuing to get better with, and everything else like that as we continue here tonight. Hey man, we rolling up on the end of this draft. We have Mr. King. We got New Orleans. Then we got Kevin Watson, you coming up next. And we got, of course, Views will be making a pick for Green Bay this year. And my guy Josh, man, he gonna be making a pick for his Kansas City Chiefs. And Trav is in the building. He'll be making the pick for the championship winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let me go on YouTube.
Oh man, that
Oh,
energy,
God.
the energy here is very, very intriguing.
Ooh, that man.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the most interesting thing, and I don't even want to pick for this team. Where is a Ravens fan when you need them?
Missing in action like they team in the playoffs.
Like they always do.
That's not real personal, Steelers
You
contingency.
we calling you to the front because you ain't even show up for your first pick. And you ain't pick for your own team.
Whoa.
Mm-mm.
It's personal.
Oh God. Baltimore.
Got all the way to Canada and scored 3 points.
Girl, don't stop that because they think Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen. Don't do that.
Have you heard anything from Preacher Man? He ain't made no pick yet.
Heard no pick for him yet.
But let's do our best to talk Baltimore. And
We don't wanna talk
besides
about them,
the
though.
quarterback, what is it that Baltimore can pick? And you can see them
What you
getting
mean
better.
besides the quarterback? They need that too.
Besides the quarterback, we go
The defensive line. That's one thing.
defensive
They
line.
definitely do need some pass rushers, though, but I don't care. They ain't got to get one. That ain't my problem. Next.
Oh
So-
my God.
Just to give y'all perspective of the Ravens, like they haven't picked a defensive lineman, well, defensive tackle, I should say. No, defensive lineman, yeah, since in the first round since 2006. That was the last time
That's-
they picked one.
That's old boy, ain't it? The Hawaiian kid, ain't it?
Yeah, Nagata.
You got it, yeah.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's the last time they picked a defensive lineman in the first round. So they need to change that real quick and fast
They
and in a
gonna
hurry.
remember get a wide receiver. They get a wide receiver every year. They
Which they do not need. That's one position they do not need.
They don't even need him on the field. Ain't no point in even having him out there.
He just running straight 9 route. Call it a day. He just run straight down the field. He just moving that corner down the field so the tight end get the ball in the middle. That's all you see. But at the same time, though, I mean,
Take Aziz, Ravens, take Aziz.
Well, that's who is
Take
that. The pick is in, so that's who they're taking.
and who are they taking?
They're taking Aziz. I do not know how to spell that man's last name.
Oh, it's Larry.
Excuse me.
That's a Georgia cat, right? Bulldogs.
That's
Yeah.
the yeah.
Yeah.
Who said they
Man,
picked?
Defensive lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's edge, right?
Because did one of their other linebackers leave also? Linebacker, defensive end for Baltimore. Did one of them just
Judon
but he
went-
don't really
Judon.
count as one because he had a sack in how many games?
Yeah, Judon gone, and who else?
Junon is gone, and no, Zadarius Smith left the year before.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of need defensive front. You need a defensive front.
Where's the beef, Baltimore?
You
Where's
better,
the
yeah. Hey, I was just about to say that they didn't need to spend their money because Zeus Jr. wants more money. Zeus Jr. want more money at Baltimore,
They better pay him because Lamar Jackson gonna be literally running for his life.
and that's the one that be protected.
That's the other one that be protecting them because that Stanley dude,
Mhm.
one of the best in the business. I ain't, you know, I ain't, I ain't
Baltimore needs to
gonna-
go to Wendy's, order the triple cheeseburger. There you go. Get that beef.
They need more than that.
They need that, but
They
that's
Need a
good
quarterback
pick.
too. I ain't gonna say nothing.
See that I'm
We
not.
heard that, Jerm.
Hey
We heard
man,
that, Jerm.
who's the next pick, man? Next pick of the
So
draft.
Ravens have selected AZ from Georgia. I think this gives them one of those players that they can at least have and utilize to try to help them as they rebuild that defense up and everything else like that. I'm here for this. Tanya is the next pick. Go whenever you're ready, you pick it for the Saints. So I mean, start talking to me about what you feel about the organization and stuff, and then we go from there.
This
How
should
do you
be
feel about the
interesting.
organization?
Yeah, I don't feel nothing about the organization.
This should be very interesting right here.
Aints to y'all. That's what they are. The Aints.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, skipping all of that, the New Orleans Saints pick Kwity Paye from Michigan.
All right, that's pretty
Talk
good.
Talk to me about this one. What he brings to the table.
So here's the beautiful thing about a guy like this. He is a player who is not only is he not a finished product, but you know how you get one of those players on Sunday that just does everything. Payne is going to be one of those guys that you're going to be able to utilize in a lot of ways. And he's playing with Cam. He's playing with some other guys. So you add in a defensive guy and a defensive end, especially who can learn from Cam, get some moves from him and everything else like that. And I think that is the perfect pick for this New Orleans franchise because it just gives them another guy for them to be able to have a go-to pass rusher to continue to build on that defense. And then he comes at a price which is a little bit cheaper than what you've been paying because you've been paying too much money for a lot of things around there, including your quarterback. And I said it out loud.
I'm surprised. Like I thought the Saints were going to take a receiver in a class that has a lot of talent at receiver. Y'all want crab legs to have more weapons than Michael Thomas and Michael Thomas alone?
I was just about to
Here's
say
the thing.
something about this.
Traquan Smith has been a player that they really, really like.
Correct.
So it's a lot of things that they like. Number 11, the kick returner. That's another guy that I think they're going to utilize a lot because of his speed in the slot.
Oh, what happened?
So you have to remember that those two guys are there, but that offense goes around Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
Doesn't matter who else is there.
But you have a guy who can throw.
But that doesn't mean. But
that guy that can throw.
Jameis and them are in a very interesting situation. Jameis is not even named the starting quarterback.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Why get a wide receiver and you got a dude that you didn't pay and you didn't restructure his contract, but he still has a lot of money? They're going to start dude. They're going to start dude, and Jameis is still going to hold the clipboard until otherwise. He's just there getting paid right now. He's just there to be a scout guy. But right now, that scout guy is your best quarterback. And that's why I'm saying New Orleans, they're going to win regular season games. They are not going to win playoff games. Because as long as you try to have faith in a player that you paying instead of faith of a player because he knows how, because he's the better player, you're going to lose.
So 12-4 last season. What does it look like for them this season, Trav?
12-4. The regular season is not the issue. They didn't have. Let's go back to Okay, they played the Rams, right? Everybody was equipped. They lost. What was their record then? It was probably about 11-5, 12-4, 13-3. They was something like that then. They won a division. They played the Minnesota Vikings. What's that? Twice. Played them twice. They went to Minnesota, jagged that game. Minnesota came to them, took that game from them. Again, they're going to get double-digit wins every year. That's just the Saints. But when they come down to playing playoff football, you can count them out. They're not going to get there. They're not going to get there. And this is with a quarterback that knows how to throw. I don't know. I don't know about the Saints. Dang it. I just don't see it. The Saints and the Packers are in the same boat. Good regular season teams can't finish it in the playoffs.
I'm not going to disagree with anything that Trav is saying here. This is what makes it really, really, really interesting, because as I'm talking to one of the GMs right now, it's one of them situations where we just got to call it what it is for the Saints. They are who they are, but they're not going to get any better at the rate that they're going right now currently. They're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how this goes.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Hey, and this GM, Mr. Watson, man, Kev, man, shouts out to him. He's very particular about the players that he puts on his Buffalo Bills. And I want to tell you something. This thing that he said to me right now about one player, he said he like a player, but he don't think he fits his team. He said he gonna go over. So he's going through it is what it is. And hey, we found who he's getting ready to pick. So with that being said, we have a run of picks that we getting ready to come up on here as we get ready to wrap up this first round in our draft for the day. So with the next pick, as we get ready to transition into the Green Bay Packers, the next pick in this draft, the Buffalo Bills select Greg, whatever his name is, born and raised in the county of Dade.
You skipped Green Bay.
No, Green Bay is after. It's after Buffalo.
Are they?
Yes.
Greg,
Okay.
wait. He from Miami.
Miami. I can't pronounce his last name. Rasu or something like that.
Russo.
Russo.
That's how they say it.
Russo. Yes.
Yes, it's Russo.
Okay.
That's just like
Right,
how you see that spelling of Go Tigers. That GEAUX. That's how you say that say Russo. It really, they say Go Tigers, but that's how it is. It's French.
Oh, it's
French.
like Luné. So it's like Luné.
Somewhat.
See,
like
I
that.
thought so too, Ty. I thought, wait a minute.
I thought I'm looking at that order, and they are 29.
Green Bay does go before the Bills. Green Bay is 29. The Bills are 30.
How when Green Bay won 13 games and the Bills didn't?
The Bills.
Green Bay did make it to the
The Bills
championship,
won
didn't
13 games. The Bills were 13-3, and Green Bay was 13-3.
Man, I got this from the website, so I'm
Yeah.
Green Bay.
Green Bay is 29.
well. Oh well.
It's the well for me.
Well, who who does so? Let's talk about Green Bay.
Here's let's have fun with this. Y'all say that they don't ever take Y'all don't ever take wide receivers in the first round.
Yeah, here
Elijah
you go.
Moore.
Here you go.
On the board.
Exactly.
And that's
Get
somebody you can take in the first round.
Get it.
I don't want to hear nothing else.
Get it. You got to.
Yeah.
Get it. That is.
Cheeseheads, take them.
Nah, no. As the 30th pick, 29th/30th pick, the Green Bay Packers selects Elijah Moore, wide receiver.
Ole Miss.
From University of Mississippi.
Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, Joshua, you are up, Kansas City. Who you got there, fella? Who you got?
Well, his pick is in.
Trotter also put in for that.
No, Trotter didn't actually respond to me this year, so I don't know if he had the time. But see, as y'all see, I'm typing as we talking. So KC selects tackle Samuel Cosme from Texas as their pick here. I think he has some of the best ability out of all of the tackles, and this includes Sowell. He may be in the next 5 years one of the 2 or 3 best tackles out of his class. He is an elite run blocker, but the best part about this player is he is going to be fun for you to continue to see grow with this Kansas City team. Now you get a guy that you can plug next to Joe Thuney, and there you go. That's a great pick for them. I'm not shocked at the guy who picked it. Trav, now you have the floor. The champs, go ahead, get your music. Go ahead, do your little champ intro.
I ain't gotta do it. It's already been heard. My guy Jay already got it still stuck in his head, and it's been about 3 and a half hours, and it's still in his head. We've been going on with this, but with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're gonna elaborate on it a little bit. I would love to get some more within secondary, but my guy Tom Brady made sugar out of poop on that left side of that offensive line. And it's one person. He actually had a good run, but I think he's like on the last year of his contract.
No, he actually re-signed. They gave him an extension.
But I still don't got no patience with him, and that's Donovan Smith. If he gets hurt by any chance, I need somebody to plug in right there. And with my pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will select the guy from North Dakota State, Dylan Redunce, for the 32 pick of the NFL draft.
So here's what's funny about this. So here's why this kid is very, very intriguing. Because as far as a tackle prospect, he is probably the most athletic. He has every natural ability that you look for. The thing that I think that makes this player even more interesting and even more intriguing is he's only 290 some pounds. So he's a lighter tackle. With his ability to move, this is the perfect athlete that you can see with a Tom Brady-like team that can make this intriguing. So with this Bucs team, with them having that and being able to add the depth that they wanted to add over the years, I'm looking forward to this. I do not have a problem with this at all.
Because there's one person I'm not going to worry about. That Tristan Wirfs. I'm not worried about him. Marpet And all the rest of them, I'm not worried about it. Donovan made his run in the playoffs. During the season, you could see he was lacking. He was somewhat of the weaker link at the most important position on that line, and that's that left tackle. I need somebody to hold it down consistently because the better protection, the better Tom Brady gonna slice and dice.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if Elijah Moore had stayed on that board, I would have picked him and got real stupid with it. Because let's just say my guy don't come back, and that's Brown. But for us to pick Elijah Moore, we already got Johnson that's ready to back him up right now. One thing Tampa got is wide receivers. Got plenty of skill positions on the wide outs. Got plenty of those. We stacked we somewhat stacked at the running back position, and that defense just need to stay healthy and stay right there. Stay right there.
The only thing that I'll say is this, Trav, you in a spot right here where you could have took another corner, or you could have been real interesting, and you could have looked at Rodney Perkins from Oklahoma too. That would have been another guy that I probably would have gave a look to there, because remember, you can never have enough pass rushers. Never, ever.
Right. Because
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Also, Trav, how old is that defensive line, man?
Well, Sue is older, and everybody else is under the age of 27. Nos Roaches is
we're mature. We're mature. We're not old. We're mature.
Well, Sue is the only person who's over 30. Golston is only 27, 28.
Pierre is about 29 or 30.
He's a linebacker. For remember, you playing at 34. Right. So he's playing linebacker. So Pierre Paul is somebody that's why I said you bring in Perkins, because Perkins would be behind Pierre Paul and give you somewhere else to put Pierre Paul. Shaq is 28, 29. So he's in the prime of his career. And then remember, Vita Vea is still like 25, 26.
Vita Vea is still a baby out there. He's
it's
a
lot, and a lot of those young guys that they have are all younger guys. So it's not a lot of old guys, elder statesmen there. Brian Jensen, on as far as the center, I think he's 30, 31. Marpet is 28, 29.
Oh, there's Steve McClendon. Isn't Steve McClendon in his 30s?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's not really a factor playing for them right now. If he came back,
he more sub than anything. But I mean,
so because their starting defensive line is Golston, Vita, and Sue.
Okay,
and then they deploy those Autobots in the middle, which is the Levante David and we don't call him Optimus Prime. Yeah, we're gonna call him Optimus Prime because he rolls out. And that's Mr. Devin White. Then after that, you got Shaq, and then you got JPP.
That can get at you.
Antoine Whitfield and
White. All them like 24, 20, 23, 24, 25. All of that. That's that.
So besides besides Levante, Sue, and JPP, they're fairly young back there. They're fairly young on that defense.
And that's why I say they are mature. I wouldn't say they old. I just say they are mature. That's a mature front. You got vets leading the young guys, lead other young guys leading these guys. Hey man, we out there.
If there's a couple of picks, I think the Bucks, can play with. It's a tough spot because Ohio State, bias aside, I think Wyatt Davis is a good, lineman. He could have been, a nice pickup.
Absolutely. I don't think that was a bad. There's no biasness with Wyatt. Wyatt is a good player. I think Myers is the one that we have to see what he's going to be, but it's just to see what position he wants to play at the next level. But Wyatt, I think, is solidified. I think Wyatt is solidified. Also, there's some sleepers from Ohio State out of this class too. That should be interesting. They're going to be on the defensive side of the ball. Y'all going to have to catch that on another day, because I'm going to actually do some more stuff on this as we go. But anybody else that you wanted to bring up, Ty?
One last person. I want to mention, because he's a bigger guy than Myers. Cosme from Texas.
Cosme went to the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
He went to pick before, so that wouldn't have been a bad pick for them either. You know
that's who I wanted.
But
that's who I thought I was gonna get.
See how? So you see those? So all together, Ty, like it's a lot of good players in this class, man. So we're gonna be interested. So I'm gonna actually come to you first as we get ready to wrap up for the you know, I don't know if this is the 4th or 5th annual Petty Draft, but whatever the case is, we made it, baby. We made it. Shouts out to Vic. Shouts out to Mo. They couldn't make it tonight. One is traveling. My other guy, man, he's been working hard, and I want to give him a shout out because, you know, at the end of the day, I know his hard work is definitely something that means something not only just to himself but also to the group.
Mm-hmm.
But Ty, anything that you would like to add? Anything you'd like to close out with?
Just like you said, to recap, you know, shout out to Vic Jr. and of course Mo Chef. Shafty senses were missing, but you know, I appreciate you, man. Love you. Hope all is well as you grind out there. But I am glad that all needs were met and addressed. Nothing, you know, too risky, nothing too crazy or bold. Everything was solid. So I think Views crew came hard, and you know, we keep it live on the scene. And this was a good mock draft all around. Salute to all the scouts, Mr. Draft Guru himself, anyone who was in the lab and joined you in the lab, shout out to them as well. And let's hope that someone can take out the Buccaneers. We don't want them to repeat.
Oh, he came at it. Hey, Jaquan, come off mute. Any final thoughts?
But I second what he said though. The whole because he been talking trash about my Steelers all night. That's all I got to say about that.
Any final thoughts?
No, I don't have any final thoughts though.
Thanks for showing up. You know, thanks of course. Tanya, First Lady, is there any final thoughts?
No, I think this draft is pretty solid. I think we did a great job with this one. I like this. This one's very good.
Hey man, listen.
It will be posted shortly. I'm working on that.
Category 5 himself wants to come on, and we're gonna let him get some final thoughts in before I go to Trav. Trav, since you're the champ, I'll let you go last and before I close it. Category 5, go ahead.
I just wanted to let the other GMs of the league know I've already been on the phone with Sheldon Richardson. I put that in the comments, but in case anybody missed it. Also, just wanted to say y'all better watch out because we protecting Joe this year.
We ain't scared. We ain't scared.
We ain't scared.
We ain't never scared.
Hey, listen,
y'all,
Cat 5
y'all ain't never
five.
scared when you lose either.
Okay,
that's fine. Oh, that was the first time y'all beat us in how many years?
3,285 years.
Exactly. Well, go ahead, Jeremy. What you about to say?
This is the draft. Tell me what matters about previous years.
Well, you said it. You said it.
Just saying.
Don't come for that contingency.
This is the. I thought this was about next year.
And I said we ain't scared. That's what I said.
So, Trav, the champ, I'm gonna let you close out before I close the show.
Man, I enjoyed myself, man. Enjoyed everybody having fun, getting cursed out and everything else. It's all in good fun, man. It just lets you know this game of football it's intense, yet we have fun. Seems like everybody got the picks that they wanted. And hey, man, I'm looking forward to this journey to try to repeat, man, and see what's good.
So, shouts out to all the GMs. Shouts out to everybody on this screen. Shouts out to everybody in the comments. Shouts out to everybody in the group. Everybody who watched, everybody who participated, everybody who couldn't participate, even though they wanted to, whatever the case may be. This has been a long running thing. I didn't know if we was gonna be able to do it this year because everybody has been so busy and everything like that. But we still made it happen. Shouts out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. Man, look, this has been one of the craziest scouting years ever. When I say craziest, I'm talking, I didn't know how we was gonna get this board done about 2-3 weeks ago. I didn't know how none of this stuff was going because it's just so much going on in life. But you know what? We here. Make sure you guys are tuned in, man. The Scene. THESCEN. That is on that THE_SCEN. That is Twitch. On Twitter, Scene_the. On Instagram, we got the.scene. SCEN, all capital letters on Facebook. Views from the 22, the Facebook group. View_22 on Twitter. View22 on Instagram. Make sure you guys are tuned in for all of the great content that we have as well. But moving forward, y'all, man, this Scene journey does not stop. We got some more great content coming for you this week. Of course, Mondays, we got 94 Feet coming with another great show. Tuesdays, we got Stoppage Time FC coming with a great soccer show. Wednesdays, of course, we at the dish. We serving up plates. We doing it hot and ready, baby. Y'all know how it go. And of course, man, Lab of Life will be back this week with me and MJ. Entitled Who Hurt You? It's coming back this week. So with that being said, we got Trav. We got Quan. Rich Homie Quan. We got Rich Homie Quan.
Rich Homie.
You know, like blah, 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 blah. That's every time they talk about the Steelers, he say blah, 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 blah. Then we got First Lady Tanya. You know, she is in the building. Thank you. Tyrell, the tie through, because the tie is through. Dodgers included. Get them out of here. And Cat 5, Pick 5, Cat Bangle 5. Get it? Levels. In the building. It is what it is. Mr. True Man False World, Draft Guru, reporting live